How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Nork iRacing NASCAR Series Talladega Duels Night here at the Super Speedway here in Talladega, Alabama. It's going to be some fun racing tonight. Hope everyone is going to be enjoying the show. Should be a good one tonight. We got not only one Talladega race tonight, but we got two Talladega races. Each of them going to be 38 laps. It's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, myself, Joseph Lombard, alongside Rudy Cummings here. Rudy, I'm ready for tonight, man.
Oh, me too, man. I've been looking forward to this all week long. It's going to be a good one as they're all piling up here. But if some of you caught some of the throwback videos there, that I don't know, I guess that's a closed group. But anyhow, John's been throwing back some videos there of some of the great races that they've had here at Talladega for the duels. It's just amazing. Some of the finishes that they have had have been just off the charts. I think we're going to see another great one here tonight. They never seem to disappoint us, do they, Joseph?
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So Talladega Super Speedway tonight. Two Talladega races, like I mentioned, 38 laps each. You're going to have one Talladega race, and then we're going to have like a 10-minute intermission until we go to the next race here. It's going to be a lot of fun. That means two races to see how insane, what kind of finishes we're going to have tonight. I'm just ready for it. Well, Rudy, I think we can get down to the point standings before we get into tonight.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, so I think I can start off from first to 10th. So you look at the point standings here, guys, tied. The points lead, tied. Zoltan Herzeg and Daniel Falkham tied for the points lead. And then you got John Berry, that is third in points, 25 back. Terrell Baker sits fourth in points, 53 back. Jared Darling, fifth in points, 57 back. Tom Mercier, sixth in points, 59 points behind. Shaw Williams, seventh in points, 61 back. Femi Olai, eighth in points, 72 back. Tommy Gossett, ninth in points, 77 back. And Caden Henry rounds up the top 10 in points, 78 points behind.
All right, Jason Jacoby comes in 11th here, 83 back, with tied with Cody Miller. Got a few ties in here. Tony Hilbrand's in 13th, 88 back. Spencer Owens in 14th, 89 back. Scott Schuer, 15th and 90 points behind. Bobby Chaney, 16th, 101 behind. Aaron Smith, 17th, 110 points behind. Malad Radman, which I have not seen Malad in here yet. Somebody was asking in chat about that. There he is. He just joined. Yep. He is 116 behind. Scott Ramler, 19th, 125 behind. And James Coulibaly still hanging on to the top 20 there, 131 points behind the leader. So looking at the weather here, let's take a look at the weather real quick here. Now, they are doing 38 laps here. That's 101 miles, Joseph. It's hard to believe 38 laps here is 101 miles, you know?
Yep.
I put the tire window. They can make it the whole way on tires, but fuel, I think they're going to be a little bit short on fuel unless, I really don't think they can make it here. I think they can make it maybe about 35 laps, if that, maybe 34 laps. But I put 32 to 38. And pit road speed, actually, it's not 60, it's 55. Boy, I messed that one up. So, whoopsie. But anyhow, welcome, folks. We are so glad to be here tonight for the duels. And this is, gosh, I wish I knew how many duels I've done here. It's got to be like, I don't know, maybe 6, 7, 8, maybe. I don't know. I've lost count.
Well,
I've lost count.
Well, I'll tell you what, Rudy, you and I have broadcasted some amazing Talladega races in the past in this series, and I expect we're going to have some couple of good duels here tonight. Like I mentioned, for those that just tuned in chat, welcome to MaxSpeedTV. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you click that like button below as well to show your support on MaxSpeedTV. But you guys are in for a good show tonight. Two Talladega races. I mean, how many times do we get two Talladega races?
I know.
It's just going to be exciting. We're not going to just have one amazing finish. We're probably going to have two tonight. Yep. So I'm just interested to see how these duels are going to play out. And that means you get to earn points in both races tonight as well. So if you do horrible in the first race, you can come back and rebound for the second race. And this could lock somebody into the playoffs tonight. We could have 2 new winners tonight to lock themselves into the playoffs.
It's like having a double race here tonight with, giving everybody double chances, So, like you just said, if you don't do well in the first round, hey, maybe in the second round you'll come back. So, it's going to be interesting. And I can guarantee you, Joseph, we're going to see 3 wide here a lot tonight.
Oh, absolutely. We're going to see 3 wide. I mean, there's only 38 laps. That means, I know it does look like a lot for Talladega, but for Talladega, it's not. You basically want to be up towards the front or at the front of the pack to ensure that you got a shot to win this race. But also the big question is, every time we go to Daytona, Talladega, when will we have the big one? You know it's going to happen, but when is it going to happen and where? Yeah, I mean, it could, like I said, it could happen at any time. Of course, it could most likely happen towards the end of the race. Now, I don't know. I don't think. I know this was a rule at Daytona earlier this year. I don't know if it's applied tonight, but green, white checkers tonight. I'll have to find that out.
I'm gonna have to verify that. I didn't even look. I didn't even think to ask about it if we have a green, white checker here.
Let me go quickly and ask.
All right. And folks, it'll be, like Joseph said, a short intermission in between this race and the next one. We'll keep you posted as soon as the room goes up. We'll get right back in there and go live. And they're only going to have a 10-minute practice window. So we will have to hustle to get in there. So just stay with us. Don't go anywhere. So, yeah.
Okay. I just got clarification. We will have 3 green, white checkers for tonight.
Holy moly.
So... still an opportunity to have some amazing finish.
Yeah, that is a fact. Well, I'll tell you what, I seen something last night in another league I did that I've never seen. Was we had the big one at Las Vegas. At Las Vegas. I never thought I'd ever hear myself say that. But we did. We had the big one, man. That was pretty wild.
And speaking of Las Vegas, that's where they're heading to next week.
Yeah.
Going to Las Vegas.
But from what I was hearing from the guys, they were saying running there at Las Vegas with the cup cars last night was just like driving on Talladega.
Oh, then that means next week's race is going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. Well, they said about 10 to 15 laps, and then you got to kind of burp the throttle a little bit in the corners. The tires start wearing a little bit. But, yeah, for about 10 or 15 laps, man, it's like Talladega. All right, folks, well, we're just about ready to step away here and play the national anthem. We'll be right back with qualifying underway.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, take us that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave. fights you in name. The name of the fray. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave. The US of A. Oh, say, just that star spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the free, and the
All right, we're back, folks, and qualifying's just getting started here. And man, I'll tell you what, Joseph, I am so excited about this tonight. Super excited. I posted it up all over Facebook. There, I put the super excitement is here, and it is. This is almost as exciting as the Nortona 500,
Almost, but I feel it's still going to be a good show tonight, and hopefully
Yep.
we get a good viewing for it. So for those that's tuning in right now, I do want to thank you guys for watching. And like Rudy mentioned earlier, we have 2 races tonight. So after the first race, do not go away. Give us a few minutes to get the second race all set up, and you guys will be ready to go to watch the second race. So should be a fun one tonight.
Yeah, about a 10-minute intermission thereabouts, because I think John actually has to put the server up, because he doesn't
Yeah.
have it ready to go or anything, so we'll have to put it up. So it could turn out to be about maybe 15 minutes total, maybe, but we'll try to keep you entertained here and see what's going on here, and we'll let you know as soon as we're ready to come back.
Well, I know people are out to qualify right now, but it does take a little while to get a lap around here, so we're still waiting on the first time to go up. And just a reminder for the folks that doesn't know, 3 bonus points for the pole sitter. After tonight's races, guys, we have 3 races before the playoffs. Of course, you got the Talladega Duels tonight, and then you got Las Vegas Motor Speedway next week, and then Richmond in 2 weeks, and Darlington for the regular season finale until we head into the playoffs, which starts in Daytona, the
Yeah.
first race of the playoffs. Well, Sean Williams on top of the board right now with a 53.28. It looks like he's going to do a second lap. Of course, you put in a faster lap time on the second lap. The first lap, you're just still trying to get up to speed. So we'll definitely see some faster times on the second lap. Taylor Fry on top of the board, 53.25. Here comes Sean Williams across the line right now. Cody Miller to the top right now. Sean Williams now up to the top with the 52.47. Tommy Gossett now moved up to the top with the 52.43. We'll see if anybody else can beat that time. Got a minute and a half left of qualifying here at Talladega.
Got Rambler to second.
Yep, up to second. And also, they get 2 qualifyings tonight as well. They
That's
also
right.
get to qualify for the second race. So, heck, somebody could be the pole sitter for both races. That's 6 bonus points right there.
Yes, sir. Bonus points for the pole sitter.
Justin Lisby now to the
Lisby.
top, 52.43.
There's a surprise.
Ah, yeah, for sure. Jared Darling now up to 3rd. Malad Radman to 5th.
Well, let's see how many of Radman Nation we can get in here. We need to have Nork Nation, Radman Nation, and Lombard Nation in chat.
There you go.
I see Mom in there.
I was just gonna say, I want to give a quick shout out to my mom. Hi, Mom. I love you.
Hey, we wouldn't be broadcasters if we didn't say hello to Mom and tell her we love her, right?
Of course. Or else I deserve to be fired.
Yep, there you go. All right, well, qualifying's just about coming to an end here. James Simmons is about to cross the line here for his final lap. If he makes it in time, it's going to be a close one. I don't know if he's going to make it or not. Oh, he just made it.
Wow. Got it. And he got to 5th on the board. But Justin Lizaby will get the pole for duel number 1 here at Talladega.
Yes, sir. All right, let's run down through the starting grid here. A lot of drivers just making it in. Justin Lizaby grabbing the pole, the 52.431. Congratulations to him. Tommy Gossett starts in 2nd. Terrell Baker 3rd. Nathan Lewis will start 4th. James Simmons 5th. Jared Darling 6th. Scott Rambler 7th. Malad Radman back in 8th place. Caden Henry Oaks in 9th. And Sean Williams rounds out the top 10. Joseph?
Cody Miller will start in the 11th spot. Nate Stewart starts 12th. At round number 7, we have Anthony Emery and Tony Hilbrand 13th and 14th. Row number 8, we have Taylor Fry and Bobby Cheney starting 15th and 16th. Row number 9, we have Lucas Smith and Ariadne are the last qualifiers to put in a time. So 18 people put in a time to qualify. So Lucas Smith 17th, Ariadne 18th. And in row number 10, we have Aaron Smith and Will Klein rounding out the top 20.
All right, row 11, Femi Olat 21st, Daniel Falkingham 22nd. In row 12, Zoltan Herzog. Oh, he made it in. Wow, good. Well, he needs to defend them points, you know. Spencer Owens 24th. In row 13, Tom Mercier starting 25th. Keaton Jones 26th. In row 14, John Barry starting 27th. Hunter Combs 28th. In row 15, Elijah Gracia in 29th and Cody Lamas in 30th. Joseph?
Scott Shue at 31st, Zachary DeMarsh 32nd. In the 33rd, we got Patrick Colby and James Coulibaly 33rd to 34th. And Eric Hall will round out the field in 35th. So we got a 35-car field tonight in race number 1. We shall see what's going to be like in race number 2. But for race number 1, a good-sized field.
Yep.
Well, the field is about to get ready to go. The engines have fired, and the pace car is going to roll off along with the field. And we're ready for duel number 1 here at Talladega Superspeedway and for 38 laps.
Yeah, these guys have been pretty excited about tonight. You know, I mean, we could see some brand new winners out here tonight. That's what kind of brings out the chance for you to get, pick up a lot of points. Like you said, it could really kind of upset the points a lot because we could see a first-time winner or somebody from in the back of the field, or maybe that is way back in points. James Coulibaly, Aaron Smith, Malad Radman, Scott Rambler, these type of guys that are way back in points pick up a lot of points here tonight. If some of the leaders get wrecked out, you just never know.
Want to give a shout out to Terrell Baker. Remember, he won my league race here at Talladega a couple weeks ago in a fantastic final lap battle. He starts third. I tell you what, he's been improving on this qualifying.
Oh, yeah.
He's definitely improved quite a bit. Want to give out to Sienna, his girlfriend, watching tonight. Hopefully TCB could get it done again here at Talladega tonight. He's got 2 opportunities to do that. So, but good job for Terrell Baker to start in the 3rd spot.
Yep. Hey, Sienna. I see her in chat there. Bonnie, George, Michael, how's everybody doing? Bryce, Jaguar, how you doing? Dallas? Man. Marley? We got a lot of them.
Oh, Rudy, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I know it. We'll get them going there then.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you all for tuning in to MaxSpeedTV tonight. 2 Talladega races for you guys to enjoy, both of them 38 laps. And there's going to be a lot of good racing, a lot of 3 to 4 wide racing, and probably going to have the big one in a couple races tonight. The pace car is off. 38 laps for dual race number 1. Justin Lisaby and Tommy Gossett will lead the field down to the green flag. We're just waiting for the restart line. Wait for the green flag to drop.
Green, green, green.
And here we go. The green flag is in the air. We're racing here at duel number 1 here at Talladega. Look at Jared Darling all the way up to the very outside lane already. We're already getting 3 lanes, Rudy.
Oh, I see that, yeah. Hunter Combs started on pit road, looks like, so he's going to be, he'll be back at the tail end of the field here in no time at all. But yeah, I don't know, that could have been by design there by Jared. I think he went back there to try to pick up a teammate or something.
Well, I tell you what, side by side down the back straightaway, heading into turn number 3. Look at who's going for the race lead already.
Yes, sir.
Baker went to the outside of Justin Lisaby, and he shoots down to the bottom lane. He got a good push by James Simmons, and out front, Terrell Baker will be coming down the tri-oval, and he is going to, looks like most likely, lead the first lap, and he will, with Justin Lisaby now behind him.
And he gets that bonus point, much needed. 4th in points he commended tonight, 53 behind Zoltan and Daniel, so great job for him grabbing that bonus point right off of the bat.
Terrell Baker leading the bottom lane, James Simmons leading the outside lane until now. Here comes Justin Lisaby making the move in front of James Simmons. To the outside, Terrell Baker trying to go for that race lead. Behind him, look at Malad Radman threading the needle between Nathan Lewis and Sean Williams.
Trying to make it 3 wide. There they are, 3 wide. Yeah, James Simmons takes it to the high side, but he's going backwards right now. That doesn't mean that with a little bit of help there from, looks like the number 27 of Nathan Lewis, and they're stacking up there. Bobby Chaney up there with them.
Yeah, that third lane did not get going at all.
Yeah, Ariotti now takes it to the middle lane. Ariotti coming from 18th place up to 10th. We've got some big movers. Daniel Falkingham now in 9th after starting 22nd. Whoa, what happened there? Holy smokes, there's some people that are really laying back.
Whoa, watch out, guys. Cody Miller almost turned Scott Rambler into the infield. They had to check up big time, and look at that outside lane going because of that checkup on the inside lane. Here comes Justin Lisaby getting a push by Tommy Gossett. Malad Radman behind Gossett. So they're side by side heading into the tri-oval for the race lead.
And Terrell with a pretty decent lead right there. It looks like he's going to grab another lap. Lisaby starting on a pole, but has not led a lap yet. And now they've kind of dissipated the 3 wide for right now anyhow. James Simmons still hanging up on the high side, but he's been kind of left up there a little bit. I think Bobby Chaney, he dropped it clear to the bottom. He goes clear down into 11th place here on the bottom. And Falkingham taking it high.
Yeah, Daniel Falkingham now trying to lead that higher lane up there. Looks like Tommy Gossett also thinking the same thing.
Yes, sir. And Zoltan
as well.
Zoltan up there? Yes, Zoltan Hertzeg's up there. Oh my gosh, everybody's going for that.
Look at this, Ray. 3 wide for the race lead.
And this is what I said at the beginning. We're going to see a lot of 3 wide here tonight by these guys.
This is what you're going to see all day long.
Yep.
It's 3 wide action up towards the front. I'm not sure if for some of these drivers may be a little early for that, but you know what? It's only 38 laps. Not a lot of time to waste any time, so you got to make the move when it counts. But look at Scott Rambler getting a good push on the outside by Justin Lisaby. Maybe he could clear Terrell Baker. Not quite yet, because Cody Miller gave a good shot to Terrell Baker.
Yeah, Cody a little loose there. Got on the yellow line. You got to stay away from that yellow line. Oh, man, that was close.
Nathan Lewis stuck on that very outside lane. He's got no help at all. That outside lane really getting a good run up there. Scott Rambler has now cleared Terrell Baker and Justin Lisaby, baby, but not quite yet. Terrell Baker fighting back on the bottom.
And Rambler does take the lead from Terrell.
Whoa, man, you gotta watch those rear quarter panels.
Oh,
Can easily hook somebody.
now who's that in the back here? They're kind of playing leapfrog. I think that was Jared Darling, wasn't it? Yeah, him and his teammate Spencer Owens, they went to the bottom here. So that's it could be a good move. Those two could get together here, and when they do, look out, because I've seen them many a times go to the front. Now they're working together with Anthony Emery, and last night in a race that I broadcasted, those three worked together as well. And I'm telling you what, those three were pretty good right there at the very end. And Terrell back to the lead.
Yeah, Terrell Baker just doing a very good job holding that bomb lane. He thought about blocking Scott Rambler right there, but he thought better of it. Scott Rambler gets another good run on the outside lane. Still Justin Lisby pushing him. Right behind them, you got King Jones on the very outside lane. Here comes James Simmons, but he's got no help right now.
And they're coming up on that lap car. I believe that is Hunter Combs. Yeah, Hunter Combs not far ahead of these guys. How are they going to deal with him when they get to him?
Here comes Justin Lisaby trying to make a third lane now, but he's got no help right now. He's going to drop back a couple more positions until James Simmons picks him up. Terrell Baker and Scott Rambler still side by side for the race lead, hanging the one.
I think the best thing right now would be for Hunter Combs to get off of that track, because they're coming three wide here. There's really not a place for him to fit in, but he is going to stay high, I guess. That might not be a bad thing. They can make it four wide here, Joseph. I can tell you that. They can make it four wide, but it's kind of touchy.
It might be a little too early for that, but don't be surprised if they do that in the final few laps. Scott Rambler takes it down to the bottom lane. He clears Terrell Baker. Out front now is Scott Rambler, with Keen Jones now leading the second line on the outside.
Yeah, these guys are really putting it on right now. Now, I was saying about fuel mileage. I'm going to say they probably can only get about 34 laps on the tank of fuel, if I remember correctly. Maybe not even that. Maybe about 32. So they will have to pit one time.
Here comes Cody Miller on the bottom lane now.
Oh, they're going three wide.
And through the middle, here comes Taylor Fry. Which way is Terrell Baker going to block now? He has to try to block three lanes. So far, he gets to hold on to the race lead. How about throwing the needle? Taylor Fry and Daniel Falkingham, and that's going to shoot Scott Rambler out of line. Here comes Cody Miller with a run to the bottom lane, getting a push from Sean Williams.
I'm telling you, these guys are really putting it out there right now. Cody Miller going to lead his first lap here. It was close at the line, but Cody did lead it.
Terrell Baker fighting hard on the outside lane, but Cody Miller is not going to give it up. Sean Williams also there into the picture, trying to get into the second spot underneath Terrell Baker. Ariati, Bobby Chaney, and John Berry, the five cars on the bottom lane with Terrell Baker, Taylor Fry, Daniel Falkingham, Nathan Lewis, I should say, and Justin Lisby leading the second lane, and all by himself on the very outside lane is Scott Rambler, but he's got no help up there.
Yeah, he just needs like two or three guys to go up there with him, and that outside line would start working. Here they come, though.
Here comes some guys. Yeah, this is what I thought was. This was what I thought was going to happen. 10 laps into the race.
Yep, we got guys pitting.
They know they can't make it on fuel to the end of the stage, so they might as well pit now.
Yes, sir. A little early pitting. That's a good strategy to have, because if this thing stays green the rest of the way, that was a good call on their part.
They got to make sure as well they don't have any mistakes on pit road, or else they could easily be left from having a drafting partner and could be easily going a lap down.
Well, how many of these guys in this group you think will pit? Or you think they're just going to kind of stay out there and ride?
We'll see. We'll see what's going to happen off turn number 4. If any more cars come down pit road this time by, then we're going to see everybody else come in. Yeah, here comes Terrell Baker, who's led the most laps so far. He's coming down pit road right now. Look at him sliding in there, trying to get that car slowed down. And it looks like so far everybody's done a very good job.
Yes, sir. Well, another group stayed out there. Taylor Fry, Daniel Falkingham, Scott Rambler, and a bunch of them. So we'll ride along with these guys, see if any of these guys come in this time by.
Yeah, them down the back straightaway now. It's Taylor Fry now leading that inside lane with Scott Ramler on the outside lane. So you got 9 cars up here in this lead pack that has not pitted yet, but they may think about pitting this time around. We shall see what their strategy is going to be, if they're going to stay up this side. I would expect them to come down pit road just like everybody else. And no,
Nope.
it looks like they're staying out right now.
Yeah, they may
So
be
we got-
staying out just waiting for a caution.
So 2 different strategies going on.
Oh, brother. That
Right,
splits the field up.
And I tell you what, who's came into the picture? How about Zoltan Herzeg looking to the
Yeah.
outside, trying to go for the race lead? He started in the 22nd spot.
Yes, sir. Him and Tom Mercier. I mean, I think they got a chain hooked between them there. I think Zoltan's just towing Tom around. Lisenby, he got shuffled back. If you notice that, man, he got shuffled back big time. He still has not led a lap yet today, Joseph, and he was the pole sitter.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you can easily go from 1st to 15th in like a matter of a lap. But right now
Yep.
he's throwing in the 8th spot, leading that 3rd lane on the outside lane. I tell you what, here comes Tom Mercier getting a
Oh,
push by
man.
Keith Jones. And Zoltan Herzeg, he's stuck in the middle. It's like, and it looks
Yep.
like Daniel Falkingham is trying to lay back to let Zoltan in line, but Zoltan is not taking that bottom lane yet. Now he does.
Well, I don't think Zoltan don't really like that bottom line. And the reason being because when you get a crowd of cars on the outside, you get boxed in there and you can't make a pass. See, now he's
we
going
had a
back to the
crash
outside.
down the back straight. Who is that?
Ooh.
Oh, is that Femi Olat? That's Femi Olat.
Oh, no.
He crashed down the back straightaway.
What?
No caution.
No caution, but let's go see what happened here. He was in the middle of a pack of cars. Okay, he was riding behind Ariotti. And Cody Miller was right behind him. Oh, Cody hooked him.
Yeah, Cody Miller
Oh,
hooked Femi Olat.
man. And I think, yeah, he is going to get into the outside or the inside wall there. Pretty good lick. So, but he's back going. Oh, that's a bummer.
The good news is like, you know, I mentioned earlier, you can have a bad first race, but you can turn it around in the second race.
Yes, sir. Well, Zoltan Herzeg's led a lap now, but Falkingham in the front. He's going to lead his first lap of the race, providing everything works out just like he wants, with a good push here from Scott Ramler. But yeah, Zoltan led a lap. Now, if Daniel leads a lap, that kind of puts both of them back to even on the scoreboard for tied for points.
You can see that they're passing some lap traffic right now. That's Tony Hilbrands and Scott Schuer they passed.
Yeah. To get back to him there, where was that? What happened to Jared Darling? Whoa, he's a lap down.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. They must have had a horrible pit stop there. Unless he got, you know what? I've been kind of thinking. I don't know. He may have had to serve a black flag.
Either that or just a bad pit stop. And that can easily happen here at Talladega.
Yes, sir. Well, Taylor Fry again pushed by Justin Lisenby to the outside, and he drops it. Oh, man, he could have, but he didn't. Playing it safe. Good call by Taylor Fry, because that could have been not a good thing right there. Eric Hall up to 4th. Well, these guys have got quite the lead over that second pack now. Just because they have not pitted yet.
Yeah,
All
they have
10 of
not
them.
pitted yet.
Yeah. Now, Cody Miller. Is that Cody Miller with him? No. No, that ain't Cody Miller. Sorry. Or is it? No, that's 29. Who is that? 29. I don't see a 29. No, I don't know who that is behind them.
Oh,
Oh,
man,
29. Hunter Combs. Okay.
Look at
Okay.
the run that Taylor Fry got on the very outside lane
Yep.
on Daniel Falkingham. He's got a good push by Keen Jones right now. Nathan Lewis behind Keen Jones. And then you got Scott Ramler and Tony Hilbrandt's on the bottom lane. Of course, Tony Hilbrandt's a lap down. So you got a couple of lap cars into the middle of this pack here.
Well, Keaton Jones trying to get up there. He wants a bonus point. He's telling Nathan Lewis, come on, let's go, you know. Is that? Yeah, that's, oh no, that is Keaton Jones. I'm sorry. Man, Falkingham jumps out in front of Keaton. And, oh boy, big wiggle there by Scott Ramler. Whoa, man.
Oh, man, it's tight right there.
Yes, Nathan Lewis is awful. He's in a bad situation right now, and he's going to get shuffled out of this. Oh, that's a shame, too. That's the second time he's gotten shuffled out. Well, if you think these guys have probably got about another 10 laps, and they're going to have to pit.
Well, it is 20 laps to go this time by coming to 19 go. So I would assume they would have to pit soon. I think the guys that did pit earlier was hoping maybe hopefully this goes green all the way, but these guys are probably hoping for a caution to come out.
Yep. You can bet on that.
So yeah, you got the cars that already pitted, hoping it stays green all the way. Then you got these guys, like I mentioned, hoping for a caution. So two different strategies playing out.
Yes, sir. The ones that pitted earlier are 37 seconds behind that lead group. Now, more than likely, when them guys pit, these guys will take over the lead.
Yeah,
all they can do is hope for a caution right now, because they've got several people that are kind of trapped a lap down right now, and in them are, you know, Tony Hilbrand, Scott Schuer, Femi Olat, Patrick Colby, Jared Darling.
Scott Ramler coming in.
Oh, coming in by himself.
Oh, and he spins coming into pit road.
Oh, no.
And you know, it did look like he was coming in way too hot, and he just couldn't get slowed down. And I guarantee you he's going to get a penalty for unsafe pit entrance.
Oh, man. Well, that pretty much... Bet he's got another race. He's got another race. Yeah, folks, stay with us after this race, because just give us about 15 minutes. We'll be right in the next race and keep right on a rolling. So,
man, look at this third lane on the outside, lead by Sultan Herzog, Tom Mercier. They had a run for a second there, and I thought they were going to get up there to that race lead, but it looks like they dropped back just a little bit.
And here goes Lizaby.
Yep, Lizaby pulls to the outside. Now we're on a three-wide battle for the race lead. Falkingham down low. Keane Jones in the middle, Justin Lizaby on the outside. Oh, no, and there goes Keane Jones hard into the outside wall.
Oh, and that brings a caution out.
That brings out the caution, and for those that pitted earlier, they're going to get a lucky break here. Or actually, no, for those that did, pit earlier, they're going to stay out on the racetrack.
Oh, yeah.
To get that track position, and for those that hasn't pit yet, they're going to have to come down pit road.
Okay, let's ride along here. Let's see what happened to Keaton Jones. I'm going to say it looked like, okay, Justin Lizaby went to the outside. Eric Hall is right behind Keaton Jones. He saw it on that bumper, and that's exactly what happened. Oh, man, I'll tell you. And is he going to get, no, he is going to shift them the other way and ghosted through Zoltan Herzog.
And he pounded that outside wall.
Yes.
And, you know, that's something that you fear about. You get on somebody's corner panel, you're going to easily hook them. It looked like Keaton Jones had it saved there after Eric Hall turned him the first time, and then Eric Hall got into him again the second time, and that's what finished off Keaton Jones.
Wow. What a race, though. What a race. I mean, we went that far without a caution. 21 laps?
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
Some of these guys like that this caution came out. Some of them don't.
Yep. Well, the ones that are going to like it are the ones that pitted already. Malad Radman, Bobby Cheney, Ariotti, Terrell Baker, because they are going to be the new leaders. These guys up front here all got to come to pit road, which is going to shuffle them to the back of the pack.
Well, yep, here comes these guys down pit road. And it looks like it's probably going to easily give...
Could give Malad Radman the leader, Bobby Cheney.
It's going to
Ariotti.
Yeah, it's going to give Ariotti the race lead.
Oh, man. Well, there you go. That just how things change so quick, just like that. All right, but all coming off. Looked like Lizenbeat's out first. Everybody's coming in and getting off safely there, it looks like. All right, who we going to talk to?
I think we should talk to Terrell Baker already because, man,
Okay.
is he doing a very good job right now. Terrell Baker, got a copy, bud?
Yo, what up?
Well, I tell you what, from the very drop of the green flag, you immediately took the race lead. You led quite a few laps. How you enjoying yourself so far?
I'm enjoying myself. I'm pretty. I'm sorry. I was having a thought there. I'm being sandwiched right now as we speak. I'm gonna be pretty aggressive. I've been aggressive since the drop of the green. Leading, blocking. I'm having a lot of fun here at Dale Dega. But we're gonna keep doing that. We're gonna keep being aggressive. We're gonna try to win this first Dale Dega race, and we're gonna go on and win the second Dale Dega race, and it's gonna be a whole lot of Dale Dega.
Well, it looks like you're going to be restarting in the third spot. It was so much fun just watching you be up there for quite a few laps. But now we're coming down into the final laps here. I wouldn't be surprised if we get another caution or have another wreck to happen. But what's your strategy to make sure you put yourself in the right position?
My strategy is to stay exactly where I am. Not third, not second, but right where he is. I want to be right there, or maybe even third or second, because, usually the crashes don't happen up there, or around third and second or whatever. But most of the crashes seem to be, like, in the back and with this package recently. But that's my plan. Stay anywhere near first, second, or third, and hopefully end the race at first, so we'll see what happens.
Well, guess what, Terrell? That
What?
caution was brought out by a guy racing for second place, Keaton Jones. He
Well.
got bumper hooked.
Wow, well, there went my plan straight out the window. Well, it looks like I got to run first then, Rudy. You just gave me
Yeah.
no other option.
That's right.
All right, TCB. Well, before we let you go, can we get a good yeehaw?
All right, here we are here at Talladega, otherwise known as Talladega, so I call it. Can I get a good old Talladega? Yeah!
Good job.
Awesome, buddy.
Keep up the good work.
I will. I want to shout out my mom, my girl watching. I love you, honey. And like to shout out Ryan, one of my good old buddies from Xbox days, Rye Bread watching, and everybody watching, and everybody that works so hard with MaxSpeedTV. I'm gonna try to get this win for you boys.
All right, well, best of luck to you, Rudy. TCB. Yeah, best of luck to you
Yeah.
as well,
Yeah.
Rudy.
Good
Thank
luck,
you.
Rudy.
Thank you, Joseph.
Awesome.
That was funny.
I knew I
Well.
was probably somehow going to screw up that interview.
Well, Marley says, do it for Dale, TCB. Good job. Good job. Do it for Dale. Well, thank you, everybody, for tuning in, man. I am so thankful and so grateful to have such fans here at MaxSpeedTV. Joseph, I can't thank you enough. You bring a whole new level of excitement to the commentary here, and I love it, man. I just love it.
Well, I just try to do the best I can to provide some good content for the viewers. I know you do a good job yourself, Rudy. The two of us together, we provide a good show for the viewers, some good commentary, and I hope you guys in chat are enjoying the show so far. But like I said, we're coming down to almost the final laps into the first Talladega dual race. We still got a second race coming up. Still a lot more action to see.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, don't go anywhere after this race, folks. I think we're probably only going to have about enough time to talk to the winner in this one. Now, in the second one, we'll probably talk to the top three, but if we're going to have just about enough time to talk to the winner quick, well, it'll have to be a brief interview, and we've got to get right over to the next one. All right?
We still got another lap for these guys to go around before we get back under green. So we're going to have 13 laps to go when we get back to green. And remember, I got clarification earlier, we still got three green-white checkers
That's
that
right.
still can come into play. So
Oh, boy.
we shall see if we get to that point.
Well, I know these guys haven't recorded me saying it, but I'm going to say it again. Get your grandmother and your aunts and uncles and your cousins and your brothers and sisters and your mom and dad and everybody in here and hit that like button and subscribe to MaxSpeedTV. We've got a lot of great things coming up here in the very near future. I can assure you, I've got, I can't say right now because they're still in the works, but we've got some huge things coming here. So, man, I'm telling you, you just got to stay tuned in chat. You will find out what they are. So, again, thank you, everybody.
Well, I'll tell you what, I thought we were going to get the one to go signal here. Apparently, we're not. We're still under 2 to go. It does take a little while to get around here under pace laps.
Sure does. Yep, sir. So, Bobby Cheney second, Anthony Emery third, Terrell Baker. I'm not sure. I think them guys are playing around a little bit right there, but I think it's Terrell Baker third, Anthony Emery fourth, Cody Miller fifth, Sean Williams sixth, Lucas Smith in seventh, Justin Lisenby eighth. We haven't talked about Lucas all day. Look at this, coming from 17th. Wow, very nice. Lisenby in eighth, Scott Rambler. Now these guys are the guys that just pitted. They needed to pit to make it the rest of the way. Zoltan Herzeg in 10th, Daniel Falkingham 11th. Look for these guys to go to the front pretty quick here.
Of course, Keaton Jones is out of the race after that crash, but still got another race to go.
Oh, yeah. So is Hunter Combs.
Yep, so is Hunter Combs is out of the race.
Yep, but I'm still, we got, looks like Jared Darling, James Coulibaly, and Cody Lama is still a lap down. I think we got a few guys here that are just ahead of the leaders. Yeah, Scott Schuer, Patrick Colby, and Femi Olat. Femi will get his lap back and be at the tail end of the lead lap.
Well, we should get the one to go signal this time by. But if we do get another caution, I guarantee you Jared Darling, Coulibaly, Cody Lamas, they'll take a wave around, not pit under the next caution. If another caution does come out, they'll probably just try to get the wave around and get back on the lead lap. But for those guys, like mentioned earlier, still got another race left to go. And I believe now that we got the one to go single. Yes, we do. So now some guys are electing to take the wave around here. So that will put Ari Adi behind the pace car now leading this race with Bobby Cheney in second.
I'll tell you, wouldn't it be something to see TCB win this? I mean, wow, man, that would be amazing. But, you know, he's got some tough guys to get by right now.
And a win will get you into the playoffs as well. So
that's right. That's right.
So he does have an opportunity right now. He's got 2 opportunities tonight. But Terrell Baker, he came into this race 4th in points. He's having a good season so far with 2 top 5s, 4 top 10s in the first 8 races. Led good amount of laps so far. He's done a terrific job so far this season. I feel this guy could definitely get some good amount of wins in the near future.
He is progressively getting better and better and better, it seems like, each season. You know, we talk about him up there. It used to be we talked about him racing up in the front and he would get involved in something and not finish well. And lately we've been talking about him up in the front and he finishes up in the front. So whatever he's doing, whatever he's changed and whatever he's doing right, he needs to just stay focused on that and keep doing the same thing.
Absolutely, for sure. I'll tell you what, a guy I would also watch out for as well is Sean Williams. He's been good at these restricted plate tracks. He's up there in 6th right now.
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him get up to the front and go for this win tonight as well. Well, they're just about to come off to number 4. We're about to get back to the restart here.
All right, brother, I'm going to get them going here. This could be the final restart, but remember, folks, we do have 3 green-white checkers. Pace car makes that hard left turn to go down pit road. And he is not going to lead the most laps here tonight, that pace car. I can tell you that. Long ways around this trial before they get the green. Ariati, Bobby Cheney on the front row, holding them back. 12 laps to go when they get the green. Come on, green flag. Come on. I'm telling you, Terrell is just chomping at the bit. And there it is. We're underway here. 12 laps to go.
That was an interesting restart there.
Bobby Cheney did like he didn't even go.
Well, it looked like Sean Williams didn't even go.
Oh man, what the? Yeah, that whole top line didn't go.
Wow, that was a weird restart there.
It was. It was. Well, they'll make it up here. They got plenty of time. But boy, look at that pack back here. Holy smokes. I'm telling you, what a pack of cars.
Well, right now going into turn number 3, Ariati is ahead of TCB. Though you got the first 5 cars kind of pulling away with a 2-car pack with Justin Leisby and Zoltan Herzeg. Now looking to the outside lane. And the Emery getting the charge up there by Cody Miller. And here comes Terrell Baker for the race lead. And now they almost went 3 wide for the race lead. Who's going to lead at the line? Ariati does that time. But with 11 laps to go, here comes Terrell Baker getting a good push by Anthony Emery. And they're side by side between turn number 1 and 2.
And look who jumped up to the high side. Zoltan, he wants to get somebody to go up there with him. Now that someone could be. Oh, and they snookered him on that. Look at this. Everybody's diving to the high side.
Yeah, John Barry and Sean Williams are working together on that outside lane, just trying to get into the top 10. But out front, Ariati downstairs, Terrell Baker upstairs. Bobby Chaney behind Ariati, Anthony Emery behind Terrell Baker. Cody Miller gets shuffled to the outside lane. Through the middle goes John Barry with Sean Williams behind him. And they're coming down to the start-finish line. Ariati will lead at the line, and we got 10 laps to go in duel number 1 here at Talladega.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you. I don't know, man. This is going to be nuts. Look at this pack of cars. Eric Hall into 10th place. Oh my gosh, Falkingham back in 16th. He better get busy.
Look at Terrell Baker getting a good push on that outside lane by Anthony Emery with James Simmons behind him. Terrell Baker has enough to get to the bottom lane. He does. He closes the door on Ariati. He goes to the race lead. Now back to the outside lane. Here comes Anthony Emery getting a push by James Simmons to go for the race lead. And right behind him, we haven't talked much about him all day long so far in this race. Caden Henry has moved himself into the top 5.
Yeah, this is pretty amazing stuff for Caden Henry to be up here with these guys right to the bottom. Anthony Emery drops it down in front of TCB, and I think, you know, I've seen them two been working, seems to be like they're working together, but maybe not. Oh, almost a block there.
Yeah, Anthony Emery tried to pull the block on TCB when Terrell Baker moved to the outside lane, but it's not going to work. It's going to kind of stack up the bottom lane right now. Terrell Baker now goes back to the race lead. He's going to take it clear to the bottom. Almost got it.
Oh, no.
What a save.
Oh, my God, no.
Big smash him up off turn number 4 in Talladega. Bobby Chaney, Caden Henry. I think John Barry got through it. Cody Miller probably involved. And it's a big pile-up off of turn number 4.
Yep, Daniel Falkingham. Oh, my gosh. Let's go back and take a look at this, folks, from a different angle. See if we can figure out exactly what happened here. Oh, my gosh. Can you believe it? It was Terrell Baker. Now, he thought he would come down the hill right here, which he did, which kind of spooked the heck out of Anthony Emery, and you see Terrell get all out of shape right there. He actually did make a little contact, I think, with Anthony.
Yeah, and it looked like he was going to have it saved, and then he was still trying to keep that car under control, got back up in front of James Simmons, and he goes hard into the outside wall.
Caden Henry crossed the nose of... oh, man, John Barry, look at that. Like the parting of the seas, John Barry goes right up through the middle.
Man, I tell you, Cody Miller, Nate Stewart, Daniel Falking involved. I tell you what, Jared Darling somehow did not get as much damage as I thought he was going to get. He's sliding, just trying to avoid this accident. He does a good job getting by it. Man, that is too
unbelievable.
Bad.
Unbelievable. Yep. Poor TCB. He's got another shot, though. Another shot.
He does have another shot. We still got dual race number 2 coming up. But let's see who's going to come down. Yeah, Scott Rambler coming down pit road. He also got a piece of that incident as well.
Man, oh, man.
And Terrell Baker did come over the radio and said, guys, that was just 100% my fault. I put a late block on Anthony Emery, sent myself sideways. He took 100% blame on it.
Well, I got to give it up to TCB for manning up on that. That was amazing.
And it looked like I said, I thought he had saved that first, and I was just about to get ready to say, man, that was an amazing save, and I almost spoke it too soon, and unfortunately, he went hard into that outside wall. All right, let's see. Let's see if we could get Anthony Emery up here. Anthony Emery, got the copy, bud?
Yeah, what's up?
Well, you got a nice view out your windshield. I mean, a couple minutes ago, it looked pretty crazy in front of your windshield, but now you're up front. You got the wreck happening all behind you. What's your strategy to try to stay up front? How aggressive will you be?
I don't know. Let's have to see what happens. I feel like I'm kind of the sitting duck here. Seems like the leader usually is. So the one thing I don't want to do is I want to make sure I don't get stuck on the bottom and you know, have somebody clear me and then I just get stuck on the bottom the rest of the race. I want to make sure I have options on the high side. So that's the plan, probably to go up there if there's a run. So we'll see what happens.
Now, Terrell Baker did take full blame for that incident. He said he put the late block on you. What did you see from your point of view?
I haven't seen it, so I can't say. Maybe he saw it, but I thought that was some of my fault too. I'll have to go rewatch it, but I'm not gonna say anything until I watch the replay.
All right, well, Anthony, we got a good view up front. The only thing that's you see up front right now is the pace car for a few laps, but maybe you can get the win here in dual race number 1 and see what can happen in race number 2. So good luck out there.
All right, thanks.
Wow. I never expected that. I did not expect that. That was pretty crazy.
I tell you what, look who's in third. John Barry.
I know
Where did he come from? I mean, he started 26th. He's up to third. And you know, John Barry, he's been a good restricted plate racer as well. He won actually a dual race last season.
Yeah. Well,
Here
he
at
come up through
Talladega.
that middle. It was like I said, it was like the parting of the Red Sea right there. And he just kept his foot in it, and they were wrecking all around him, to his right, to his left, and everywhere. And he just went right up through the middle and missed it all.
Yeah, so John Barry has another shot to win another dual race at Talladega. He won one of them last season, and he's won some Talladega races in the past. I think we should get a word with him a little bit.
Do it.
John Barry, got a copy?
Yes, I do, Joseph.
Well, where did you come from? You started 26th, you're up to third, and how in the world did you get through that wreck? Because I guarantee you that was a scary scene to see in front of you, but you got by it. Now you're up to third. What's your strategy?
Yeah. Just kind of kept it on the bottom for the majority of the race. Just really, I hadn't been like right in the back like I usually do, but just like, I'll just chill up here for a bit and, you know, bomb laners, up lanes, or pick up help and go up top. But before that wreck, I saw Nakash came out, and I saw T-Speed. I don't know, him and Embry got together or what was going on. I saw him weaving up, you know, back and forth up there, and he wrecked. I was like, okay, he's gonna stay up top, and they come flying in front of me. And I was like, oh, so I jammed the brakes, and I barely missed it. I think I missed. I think I got like a 4X, but I don't know. It was like net code or just a little bit of damage on my car. Feels fine. But strategy the rest of the race is just go all out. With the green-white checkers, it really changes the strategy on this plate deal, because instead of, you know, thinking that the race can end at any moment, at least have a couple of shots at it. So I'm just going to go for it and see what happens. If I wreck them, there's the next race.
Yeah, that's right. You guys have 2 races at Talladega tonight, so if anything happens in the first race, you always got a second race to hopefully back that up. Well, John, we're going to let you go here. Best of luck to you. Maybe you can get into victory lane, because you won the dual race here last season. Maybe you could do it again.
Yeah, I'm in a good spot for it. We'll give it a shot.
All right, good luck out there.
Thank you.
And remember, Joseph, John is third in points, and he's only 25 points behind Daniel and Zoltan, and Daniel is out of the race.
Yeah, Daniel Falkingham, he's pretty much wrecked out in this race. Yeah, he's still staying on pit road, so yeah, he could definitely gain some points on Daniel Falkingham in this race. Zoltan Herzog, he's in 6th, but it's still going to be a good points race if John Barry can survive the final few laps. It's going to be a good first race for him to gain some points. But like I said, Daniel Falkingham can turn it back around in race number 2. So, you know, you think that you got a good cushion or gain some good points, but remember, you got 2 Talladega races, and a lot can happen at Talladega.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we just shall see. Well, it looks like Rudy, I think, did they get the one to go signal this
Yes.
time by?
Yes, they did.
So they're double filing here. So Ariati looks like, look at that. He's on the outside. Oh, well, Anthony Emery was linked, so he chose the bottom lane. Ariati on the outside, and Anthony Emery just having a good time on that apron.
Oh, yeah.
How about
Yep,
Sean Williams fourth?
I know that is wild, man. I root for him a lot. You know, Sean is. There is nothing that anybody could not like about that guy. He is so much fun. He's just so easy to get along with and so easy going. He's just so much fun to be around.
And then
He's
you
a-
got just
Good driver.
Yep, you got Justin Lisby fifth. How about Zachary DeMarsh? Haven't mentioned his name at all. He's up to
No.
ninth. Taylor Fry is the one that's round out the top 10. But you also got Eric Hall 8th, Bobby Chain 7th in there. So
Yeah.
you got some guys that's kind of down in the points that this could really give them their big break to try to make the playoffs. We shall see.
Bobby's got a little bit of tail damage on there, so he may not be good at pushing, but he'd be good being pushed. You know, he's got a little tail damage on the car, but other than that, I think he'll be all right. There's quite a few cars out there that do have some, you know, a little bit of minor damage on them after that big wreck. Boy, I'll tell you. Whew, I couldn't believe it. Well, get them going here, Joseph.
All right, we got 4 laps to go here in duel number 1 at Talladega. Remember, there are 3 attempts at green, white, checkered, but will these guys make it to the final lap before we even get to use any of them? We're about to find out. Anthony Emery will lead the field back down to the green flag with Ariati on the outside lane. The pace car is off. Will we make it to the white flag before another caution to set up a green, white, checkered finish? Or will we actually go the actual 38 laps here? They're down into the tribal. We're waiting for the green flag to drop. And here we go. We're back racing here at Talladega. 4 laps to go.
Old John Barry was right up underneath Anthony Emery and Justin Lisenby too, man. I'm telling you, them guys ready to get this win. Zoltan takes it high.
Yeah, Anthony Emery gets a good push by John Barry. Going to clear Ariati up on the outside. Here comes Justin Lisenby now to the 3rd spot. Ariati now tries to get down to the bottom now. And here comes Justin Lisenby now to the outside. John Barry with the help from Ariati. Eric Hall is now going to move up there to help him. Bobby Cheney now to the bottom lane into the top 5.
Oh my gosh! Sean Williams just dove it to the bottom. Oh, no!
He saves it. Nathan Lewis into the
Whoa!
outside wall.
Holy smokes, that was a stack up. Oh my gosh.
They saved that. Wow.
I can't believe he saved that car. That was unbelievable right there. And Lisenby leads that lap. Way to go.
Yeah, 3 laps to go. Heading into turn number 1. Anthony Emery on the bottom lane. Justin Lisenby on the outside lane with John Barry pushing Emery. Ariati pushing Justin Lisenby. Eric Hall has also joined the picture on that outside lane. Zachary DeMarsh is now the 3rd car on the bottom lane. But now they're down the back straightaway. The advantage right now is to Justin Lisenby. Heading into turn number 3. Side by side for lead. Emery downstairs. Justin Lisenby upstairs. 3rd lane now coming into the picture is Bobby Cheney, but they do not have much help up there. They're not going to gain anything right now.
Well, you can bet Zoltan's going to be up there pushing, though. We got one spinning out of the way. Man, I can't make out who that was. Scott Rambler, I believe it was. He gets spun out of the way, and boy, I'll tell you what, even though there's only 2 of them, they're making a little headway on that outside.
Here we go. 2 laps to go. Anthony Emery still leading. He has actually cleared Justin Lisenby. Move John Barry up to the 2nd spot. Bobby Cheney and Zoltan Herzeg trying to make something happen on that very outside lane. Down the back straightaway once again. Taylor Fry also behind Zachary DeMarsh. Look at this 3-wide action down the back straightaway. Here comes Malai Rabbit. We'll climb back into the picture.
And Zachary DeMarsh goes to the high side. Or no, I'm sorry, that wrong car. My bad. Sorry. Wrong car.
And here we come down to the white flag. Anthony Emery down to the bottom. Justin Lizaby back to the outside lane. White flag is out. Final lap here in dual race number 1 here at Talladega. Anthony Emery trying everything he can to put the block. Look at this.
Justin Lizaby!
Look at Ariani squeezing through the middle. Justin Lizaby is done. Coming off of turn number 2, down the back straightaway for the final time. What does Anthony Emery do? It looks like he's just going to stay on the bottom lane. Here comes Ariani to the outside with a big push by Eric Hall. Here comes Malad Webman and Will Klein into the picture now.
Anthony Emery tried to get up there and get a little side draft in there and drop it to the bottom. Eric
Here
Hall!
comes Eric Hall to the bottom lane, to the inside.
Oh my
Malad
gosh!
Webman now going to make it 3 wide to the outside.
Whoa, and he gets spun now!
Polish turn.
Oh my God! Will Klein's gonna get it!
Will Klein is going to take the checkered flag from 10th to 1st on the
Oh
final
my
lap, and he
God.
wins dual race number 1.
I can't believe that! Unbelievable!
Oh my goodness. Taylor Fry second, Zachary DeMarsh third, Aaron Smith fourth, Lucas Smith fifth.
We gotta watch this again here, folks. Malad Radman, Will Klein up on the high side. When Eric Hall gets spun, that starts a chain reaction of a bunch of drivers, and Eric Hall takes it up the middle as all the inside guys get wrecked out. Oh my gosh, look at this. Everybody gets involved in that big pileup. Oh my gosh.
My good. That is a big smash 'em up.
You betcha. And man, at the line, it's going to be Eric Hall and let's see, who is that? Taylor Fry second? Yeah, Taylor Fry comes on second. Zachary DeMarsh third. Let's hurry up and we'll get an interview in here with our winner. You got him?
Yeah, I'm going to get him.
And we're going to move over to the next one here, folks, in just a minute. So hang loose.
Where is he? I'm trying to look for him.
He likes to
yeah,
change
that's
his
right.
name.
I got him. I got him.
Okay.
Will Klein, my goodness, man. You made it 4 wide coming to the checker flag. You somehow got through that big wreck. You were in 10th on the final lap coming to the white flag. All of a sudden, you find yourself in victory lane once again at Talladega because this is like your 3rd or 4th win in the Nordic Series at Talladega. Tell us about your race.
I'm still shaking. I don't know how I did that, but the seas parted and then I stuck my nose in there, man. That was great.
Man, I tell you what, I don't know how you made it happen because anyone in that final lap had the opportunity to win, but C's part of it. You found yourself clear from that wreck. Everybody's wrecking to your left and to your right, to the back, but good thing is nobody wrecked in front of you, and you got away with the win here. So now that you got the win in dual race number 1, you're also locked into the playoffs now. But now what's your strategy for race number 2? You going to go aggressive here as well, or are you just going to try to just get some more points heading into race number 2?
I don't actually think I'm eligible for the chase because I might miss too many races, so I'm just going to go for wins, honestly.
All right, well, I tell you what, like I said, you know how to get it done here at Talladega Super Speedway. We've seen it quite a few times in this league, how you're able to pull off these amazing finishes. Well, is there anybody you got to thank for your win in race number 1?
I got to thank Team TSB, obviously, put the best cars out there. I got to thank Malad because, we were hooked up there at the end. He made the move outside, but, I knew in order for me to have a chance at winning, I had to kind of squeeze in between him and Ari. But, we were hooked up there and we charged up from like 10th, right up to the front. So he did a great job. John for putting on the league, obviously. And, the people watching. Thank you.
Well, that was a lot of fun to watch. Of course, we still got another race left to go to see some more action like that. But, well, Will Klein, best of luck to you in race number 2. Let's see if you can pull out the double tonight.
Yeah, I'm so nervous. I'm like still shaking. That was the best move I've probably done at a plate track. I've won 2, and I may have gotten lucky with 1, but that was all me right there. So
Wow,
I'm
man.
proud of that.
Good
Well,
job.
you gotta make sure you clip that and maybe get a nice screenshot because man, that was a fantastic charge up to the front on that final lap. Well, best of luck to you in race number 2, buddy.
All right, thank you.
All right, folks, we're going to hurry up and get over in the other room and be right back as quickly as we can. So don't leave because the excitement is building to go into duel number 2. right, folks, we're back for duel number 2 here. Man, I'm telling you, it's going to be exciting. And if it was anything like duel number 1, I'm telling you, this is going to be a crazy one. Joseph, welcome back, and thank you again. Man, this has just been so amazing. And, I can't stress enough how much it means to me to have you in the booth with me. And I mean that totally 150,000%.
Well, I tell you what, Rudy, it's so much fun to be up here in the booth with you, Rudy, commentating these Nordic races. But man, that first race, that was so exciting. I hope the second race provides the same thing. You and I basically had to take a few minutes to take a breather from that first race and from that finish. But how about that? Will Klein comes out of it with the win in dual race number 1, put himself in the right spot. He was 10th at the white flag, Rudy. 10th.
I know it.
And he put himself in the right spot. He had a good charge getting through the field in that final lap, and then made a 4-wide move, and then cars wrecking left and right and behind him. He found himself up in front to go on and win that race. So,
I know it.
Man, that was such a fantastic finish. Hopefully we get that in race number 2.
Oh, I think we will. I think that kind of really set the tone for the second duel here. I think there's a lot of guys out there wishing they would have done things different, maybe. It was a shame TCB got wrecked out there at the very end, and Eric Hall making that move at the very end to try to get that win, and a little contact there between him and Ariotti took him out of the race, and that started the whole mess right there at the very end.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm just... Man, I tell you what, hopefully Will Klein has also calmed down just a little bit, because remember, he said he was still shaking when we were finished with his interview. So hopefully he can collect his thoughts, take some deep breaths, be prepared for race number 2. Can he pull off the double tonight? We shall see. Or who else can grab a win tonight? And remember, some drivers that was involved in stuff in the first race, can they rebound in race number 2? There's
Right.
still a lot to be determined. 38 laps to figure that out.
Well, we're about to find out, because we're about 4 minutes left in practice here. I think the guys are just goofing around right now. Let them goof around, because they deserve it. After that race, that was just, off the charts. You can't, there's no way to measure how good that race was. Just amazing.
I agree.
Let them have a little fun here before it's time to qualify, and let's see what round 2 brings, man. This is going to be crazy.
And it looks like we got more of a cloud cover in this race than we saw in the other race as well. And as you can see, it's actually late afternoon too, so the sun, I would say it's not kind of going down, but we got mostly cloud skies. And look at the temperatures. In the first race, the track temperature was at 120 plus degrees. We only have 88 degrees right now.
Ooh, a whole different track situation now. Going to be a lot more grip out there.
Oh, absolutely.
But the same thing applies here, folks. There's no way that they can make it to 38 laps on a tank of fuel. So we'll see one pit stop in there, and we've seen in duel number 1, some of the guys elected to pit on lap 10, and that way that put them in the window to make it the rest of the way, and it turned the race around, because
it did.
Then when the caution come out and the rest of the field, there was about 10 or 12 of them that had not pitted. When they come down pit road, that put them in the back of the field. Now, they had to work their tails off to get up there, and some of them did. We've seen Zoltan Hertzeg, Daniel Falkingham. Those guys worked their way back up to the front. Of course, they were caught up into that later on, that big one, and did not finish well, but they got a second chance here, a whole nother race here, another 38 laps to do, and see what they can do out here tonight. I am pumped. We got enough time. What do you think about talking to somebody really quick?
Yeah, let's actually talk to maybe the third place, Zachary DeMarsh.
Yeah, good idea.
Zachary DeMarsh, got a copy, buddy?
I do. How are you?
Doing pretty good. I mean, we've had to settle down a little bit because we saw an amazing first race, but how about that? You came home with a third place finish in race number 1, just getting away from that incident. How was that race for you overall?
It was good. I got lucky. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
All right, so now what's your strategy for race number 2? Because I would assume you're probably going to try to go for everything you got in race number 2. But how about for this first part of the race? You going to go aggressive, stay up front as much as possible, or are you going to lay back a little bit?
Oh, I'm gonna lay back. That's what works best for me usually. I just find if you're out in front, there's more of a chance of getting wrecked.
All right, sounds good. Zach, best of luck to you for race number 2, and maybe we'll see you in victory lane somehow.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Thank you.
Well, how about we talk to Taylor Fry too? He finished second in Duel 1, and let's see what he's got to say about that finish.
Sounds
We
good.
can find him if he's in here.
I know I got him.
Okay.
Taylor Fry, you got a copy, bud?
Oh, yes, I do, Joseph.
Well, how about that? Second place finish in race number 1. Just had to get away from that rug, but how was that first race overall for you?
I mean, it was like a typical Talladega race, riding up front all day long, foot to the floor as much as I could. It's just with these cars, you can't really let out too much, or else you'll like lose a bunch of spots and momentum and stuff like that. So, but that first race, man, it was, oh my God, it was amazing.
All right, now what are we going to see in race 2 for you? Are you going to be aggressive early on or lay back a little bit? What are we going to see from you?
Laid back is not in my dictionary for super speedway racing. I'm gonna be up front no matter what.
So that pro back marker is not going to apply for this race.
No, it's not. Not in super speedway racing. It may apply at every other racetrack, but not super speedways.
I'd like to hear that.
Yes, good answer.
Well, Taylor, best of luck to you in race number 2. Maybe we can see you in victory lane in race number 2. Just keep the car clean. Maybe we can see a good result from you. So best of luck to you.
All right. Thank you, Joseph.
All right, folks, we get set up here for duel number 2.
Oh, man. And this is only qualifying, not the race yet.
Yeah, this is only qualifying.
But we are just getting closer.
They all take off here, and some of them getting started. Some of them, we're going to see probably the same thing that happened in the last race, where a lot of... going to be a kind of a mixed bag out there of guys that qualify and some guys that don't. Some guys are going to lay way back at the start. We'll see what happens here. But, man, I'm telling you, if this race is going to be anything like that first one was just absolutely... I ain't never seen anything like that, man. All the races that I have broadcasted, that is just that puts it right up there in the like probably the top 3 of finishes.
Well, Justin Lightspeed did get the pole in dual race number 1. Can he do it again? If he does do it again, that's another 3 bonus points for him. So that's like 6 bonus points for him going into, if he does start in the pole for race number 2 as well. So we should see what he can do, or somebody else can grab those 3 bonus points, but we shall see.
And Radman saying Joseph's commentary is yummy. What about mine? What? Wait,
wow.
What? Yeah. Oh, there's old smack. Thank you there. Yeah, thanks, Maud.
Right. But, yeah, I mean, well, I do what I can.
You do a great job, man. Like I said before, I am so thankful and grateful to have you in the booth with me.
I didn't see that comment before. I saw the Joseph with the heart emoji comment, but I didn't see the comment above. So I'm like, wow.
It's yummy.
Apparently it is.
Commentary's yummy.
Never heard that before, but
Nope.
You know what? I'll allow it.
Yep.
Well, Justin Lightspeed about to complete his first lap, but look at this. Some times already coming up on the board. Now, remember, lap times usually are faster in the second lap, so I think these are definitely not pole laps for sure.
Right.
But so far, Sean Williams does hold the top of the board with a 52.74.
Well, we got some guys that did a one and done right there. Keaton Jones and Tony Hilbrands, and then they parked it. Wow, what the heck? Cody Miller to the top.
Yep, with the 52.72. Of course, he's making his second lap right now.
Lucas Smith second. Koulibaly third. Sean Williams fourth.
Yeah, Lucas Smith, remember, he finished in the top 5 in that in that first dual race. So trying to back that up with a good qualifying time. Of course, like I said, some drivers are doing a second lap to get a better lap time. So we shall see who's going to top the boards.
Yeah, let's see. Justin Lisenby's coming around now to take his first lap. Let's see where he
Malad
is.
Radman to the top. 52. Oh, no, here comes, yep, there's Lisenby.
There's Lisenby, yep.
To the pole right now with the 52.64. Malad Radman drops to second with the 52.66.
Now, if you remember, Joseph, in duel number 1, Justin Lisenby had the pole, but
Yes,
he didn't lead a lap until way later in the race because,
That's
man,
true.
when you're in that pole position, everybody's trying to get by you. These guys are not wasting one lap to try to get by you.
Well,
Ooh, Elijah Gracio to third. What?
Jared
Third.
Darling now top Elijah Gracia. He's up to third. Terrell Baker fifth.
Wow. I forget, where did Terrell qualify in the dual
Third.
one? Third, okay. Well, not quite as good at qualifying, but he's still going to be on the inside here unless somebody, beats that time.
Daniel Falkingham seventh on the board right now with that 52.69. Remember, Falkingham and Zoltan Herzeg was tied for the points lead, but
Yeah.
even Zoltan got involved in that last lap wreck.
I know it.
I don't remember where he finished, but I know Daniel Falkingham didn't finish that race at all. So still probably a tight battle for the points lead right now.
Well, I'm sorry, folks, we didn't have time to run down through the final results, but we needed to get in that next room and get it live back up here so we didn't lose all you viewers. And I think everything went absolutely perfect.
Wow, Caden Henry third on the charts now with a 52.66. Femi Olat just stole it from Justin Lisenby at the last 10 seconds of qualifying with a 52.63. He's like, Justin Lisenby, not so fast. I'm going to take those 3 other bonus points away from you.
Holy smokes, look at that.
So Femi Olat, the pole sitter for duel
yes,
number
sir.
2.
All right, let's run down to the grid here as they're getting ready to grid up. Femi Olat grabbing that with 10 seconds left in qualifying with a 52.635. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Justin Lisenby will start on the outside in second. In row number 2, Malad Radman third. Caden Henry Oaks in fourth. In row number 3, Jared Darling fifth. Elijah Gracio will start sixth. In row number 4, Terrell Baker in seventh. Nathan Lewis eighth. In row number 5, Daniel Falkingham in ninth position. And Aaron Smith comes into 10th. Joseph?
Anthony Emery and Cody Miller will be in row number 6 and 11th and 12th. In row number 7, we got Lucas Smith 13th, James Coulibaly 14th. Row number 8, we got Sean Williams starting 15th, Taylor Fry 16th. Row number 9, we got Keen Jones 17th, Tony Hilbrands 18th. And in row number 10 is Nate Stewart 19th, and James Simmons rounds up the top 20.
All right, in row number 11, Bobby Cheney starting 21st, Tommy Gossett 22nd. Row number 12, the first one to not take a qualifying time, and your winner of duel number 1, Will Klein, going to start back here in 23rd position. Ariotti 24th, getting wrecked out of duel number 1 there. I don't remember where he finished, but man, he was up there battling when it come down to the end of it. In row 13, Zoltan Herzeg 25th, Spencer Owens 26th. In row 14, Tom Mercier in 27th. John Barry will start 28th. In row 15, Scott Rambler 29th. And Hunter Combs 30th. Joseph?
31st is Cody Lamas. 32nd is Scott Schuer. 33rd is Zachary DeMarsh. He finished 3rd in dual race number 1. 34th is Patrick Colby. And then rounding out the field in 35th is going to be Eric Hall, who almost had a shot to win dual race number 1. He's going to start the very tail end of the field. So just like the first race, Rudy, 35 drivers start this race.
Yes, sir.
There goes the pace car rolling off, and we're just a lap away to having the green flag in dual race number 2.
Wow, man, I'm telling you, that was some finish. And, we're going to be talking about that for weeks to come, folks. You're probably going to get bored of hearing it because it was just absolutely amazing. And if this race is anything like that first race, it's going to be another wild finish. You got to stay tuned to watch this one.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The finish was fantastic in race number 1. Could we see something like that again? We will see. Of course, remember, Rudy, these guys got 3 attempts at a green-white checkered as well.
Yes.
We didn't use any of those green-white checkers in race number 1. We actually made the full 38 laps, no extra laps, but things can change here. Of course, the guys that had terrible runs in the first race, you know they're probably going to be a little extra aggressive to try to get a good finish in race number 2.
Yes, sir. Watch for Falkingham to try to get to the front just as quickly as he can, or Zoltan Hertzeg, Ariati, those type of guys right there. Watch for them to get right up there in the front. Falkingham had a horrible finish in that, got wrecked out, and a few other guys too that are great racers out there. So, yeah, this is going to be the aggressive one, I think.
Well, Rudy, we're ready to go, man. I mean, we took a breather from race 1. Now we're ready to be pumped up again for race 2. Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you guys for tuning in tonight to Max Speed TV. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you click that like button below to show your support for this channel. But man, what a fantastic race we saw in duel race number 1. We're ready for duel number 2. 38 laps once again. This is the final race of the night. What is going to happen here? Can Will Klein do the double and get the win here in race number 2? Or will it be somebody else? The pace car is off. They're into the tri-oval now. Femi Olat and Justin Lisby will lead the field down to the green flag. And we're just waiting for the green flag to drop.
Green flag,
and here we go. The green flag is in the air. We're racing here at duel number 2 in Talladega.
As everybody gets up to speed here, it takes a little bit for them to get up to speed. Lies&B on the outside. Here comes Milad Radman, not to be denied this duel. He wants to finish well here tonight.
Yeah, down the back straightaway for the first time. They are still side by side for the race lead. Femi Olat downstairs, Justin Lisby upstairs. You got Milad Radman pushing Femi Olat. You got Kanan Henry on the outside lane pushing Justin Lisby as they're in turns 3 and 4 to double file from the top 15 on back.
And man, already these guys are racing it like it's the last lap. Back in the pack here. Taylor Fry finished second in that first duel. He's got himself in decent position right now, hoping to maybe pull out a win here. He does not want to finish second in both duels, I can guarantee you. Falkingham on the bottom.
Now coming off turn number 2, Femi Olat actually has the race lead over Justin Lisby right now. Milad Radman doing a good job pushing Femi Olat. You got Jared Darling and Daniel Falkingham, the 3rd and 4th car in line, but back up front in the outside lane, here comes Justin Lisby and Caden Henry back. A 3rd line is about to form right now. Elijah Gracia trying to take it up to the very outside lane, but he's
we got a caution.
Caution's out.
Oh, way in the back. Tommy Gossett caught up into that.
Around.
Yeah, let's go see what happened to Tommy.
John Barry involved as well.
Oh. Uh-oh. This might not be good. Go see what happened between those two. I'm on board here with Tommy Gossett. I don't see, I think John Barry must have just got caught up in it, but Tommy Gossett, high side, looks like he drops it to the bottom here. He gets hit by,
he does.
By Scott Rambler.
Yeah, Scott Rambler.
Oh, man.
Scott
Let's go
Rambler.
back.
Yeah.
Let's go back here, take another look here from the far chase view. And it looked like, I don't know if Scott thought he was clear when he come down the hill here or what, but boy, he just come right down into the side of Tommy Gossett. And that's going to definitely put Tommy Gossett out of the race, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he hit the wall head on in the outside wall pretty hard. And I don't know how much damage John Barry has. It looked like... Man, I tell you what. I mean, Scott Rambler was...
Aaron Smith got a piece of that,
Yep, Aaron Smith a piece of it.
And I'm waiting for John Barry to come along. We got a lot of guys kind of skinning through that without getting any damage. But I don't know where John Barry comes into the picture here. I'm trying to find him. Okay, he's trying to stay high here. I'm on John right now. He's trying to stay high. Tommy, I'm not sure. Okay, he dove it to the bottom, it looks like. He might. Oh, he lost it himself.
Yeah, he lost it just trying to either get that car slowed down. And, just that transition from the apron to the banking, it's so hard. It could easily get you out of control. But it didn't look like he got any damage out of it. It looked like he just went for a spin, so he should be all right.
Yep, and Will Klein, he got through it okay. So good job by them guys. James Simmons, he come out of it with no damage. So, man, a lot of close calls there for guys, I'm telling you. But Femio Lat still leading.
Scott Ramler and Tommy Gossett has pulled it behind the wall.
Yep. Dang. Well, both of them got a lot of damage.
Let's see if we can get a word with Femi Olat. Femi Olat, got a copy, bud?
Yeah.
Well, first off, good job on the pole. You just took it right away from Justin Lisby in the final few seconds of qualifying. But what are we expecting you from this race? How aggressive are you going to be?
I want to lead every lap. I don't want to get passed. So, take that as you will.
Oh boy.
Good strategy to have. Try to lead all the laps and go for the victory. Well, that's easier said than done for sure at Talladega, but you know what? You're a good racer. I would not be surprised if you're able to pull that off. So, Femi, best of luck to you, and maybe we'll see you in victory lane.
Thank you. Hopefully.
Well, Joseph, we know how Femi races, and he might have just said a mouthful right there. But I'll tell you what,
he's not wrong.
Nope, not at all.
It's a good strategy to have. Just try to stay up front, lead every lap. Good strategy to have at Talladega. But I know it's easier said than done at Talladega. We've seen it in duel number 1, but with as talented as Femi Olat is, would not surprise me if he's able to pull that off.
Yeah. Well, just to kind of throw that out there, but there was a lot of confidence in his voice. I don't know if you kind of caught that.
Oh, I did.
I mean, major confidence in his voice. So whether he knows something we don't, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if his strategy works here. I'm kind of surprised. Well, we did get a lot of the guys in the back pit, but now they still won't, I don't think, will be able to make it the rest of the way on fuel. It would be really close.
It's going to be really close.
Yeah, they would have to have one more caution, then they could make it, I think. But the lights are out. We're going green next time.
Apparently, Rudy, that wreck with Scott Ramler and Tommy Gossett apparently was payback.
Oh.
Apparently in the last race, Tommy Gossett turned Scott Ramler around.
That's not
payback.
good.
I mean, we'll have to see if there's any penalties coming out for that. Of course, we did not get any penalties at all from last week's race. I don't think. So, but, man, we were in Martinsville a couple weeks ago. We're still having tempers at a big track like this at Talladega, huh?
Yep.
Right on. There you go. That's what Nork's all about.
Wow, man. Well, we see that a lot. The guys, they do get that tempers flare out there when somebody gets dumped. Boy, they got a memory like an elephant, and they remember that next race, boy. It's payback time,
You're not wrong, man. Memory size of an elephant.
Yep.
That's for sure. Especially in this league, you don't forget.
Mm-mm.
Well, how about that? Justin Lisby is still on the front row. The top 2, I'd say, you know what? The top, not mainly the top 5 has not changed at all.
Yep.
From where they started. You still got Femi White leading, Justin Lisby 2nd, Malad Radman 3rd, Caden Henry 4th, Jared Darling 5th. Actually, the top 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, top 5 have not changed positions.
All right, so here we go. Pace car heads in. You're restarting on lap number 6, and I think we are going to see a couple more cautions here than we've seen in duel number 1. I have a sneaking suspicion about that. Because of the aggression level of every driver out there right now. Everybody's going to be super aggressive.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, here we go. And the green flag's back in the air here at Talladega for duel number 2 for the Newark NASCAR Cup Series. And man, what a start. Everybody did an excellent job on that restart.
Yeah, Femi Olat actually gets the advantage on that bottom lane in the turn number 1. Olat Raman now on his back bumper. Justin Lisby still trying to hang strong on that outside lane with Caden Henry behind him. Down the back straightaway once again. Here comes Jared Darley and Daniel Falkingham working together to try to get that bottom lane working. But you got 3 cars up there, Justin Lisby, Caden Henry, and Nathan Lewis trying to get that outside lane to work. They're still side by side for the race lead now.
Femi he said he's going to bring it home here tonight. Now, I'm going to tell you, he said he's going to lead every lap. So far, he's not lying.
He's not lying right now. It's still hanging strong in that bottom lane and to that race lead. Coming to the stripe here, Femi Olat will lead this lap. But you got Justin Lisby still hanging tough on that outside lane. But Malad Raman is still trying to take over the second spot away from Lisby. And it looks like the top 2 on the bottom lane is going to clear.
Yeah, I look for Malad to possibly go to the high side up there in front of Justin Lisenby. Well, yeah, he can't now. He had an opportunity to go up there to try to possibly get the lead, but he decided to stay right behind Femi Olat for now. And boy, I'll tell you, the cars have broke away a lot back here. Man, oh man, the back part of this field is really out of it. Everybody's kind of giving themselves plenty of time to check up in case there's a big one. Aaron Smith back in 24th. He started 10th. And
at the line, look at that. Justin Lisby actually led that lap. So Femi Olat, you do not lead every lap, but I guarantee you he still wants to stay up front as long as he can. So far, Femi Olat still strong on that bottom lane with Malad pushing him, but Justin Lisby not giving up on that outside lane. He's still getting pushed by Caden Henry. It doesn't look like anybody is getting a third line to work right now. There's still double file from first to about the top 15, but now I think you can see on the very outside, Tony Hilbrand is trying to get something to work. They're 4 wide actually all of a sudden back there.
Holy smokes, they are. Look at this. Tony Hilbrands. That's another one that's not afraid to take it up high. And you see who's coming up behind him. There's Zoltan Herzeg. We know Zoltan wants to get to the front and working with Tom Mercier again. Those two have been teamed up, gosh, I think in a lot of races that I see them guys in. They're teamed up together.
Off of turn number 2, down the back straightaway again. Femi Olat still with the race lead. Side by side for second with Malad downstairs. Justin Lisby upstairs. No gains have been made or positions have been changed pretty much in the top 10. They're still the same drivers on the bottom lane, same drivers on the outside lane in the last couple laps. How about Terrell Baker now on that line? He's probably trying to get out of this pack right now. Just stay in the way from this green pack.
Here we go. Cody Miller.
I think some drivers know it's getting a little dicey up there. They want to try to get away because remember, some of those drivers had a bad result in race number 1, so they're trying to make it all the way to the checkered flag with a good result. So they're laying back a little bit right now.
Hunter Combs, they cleared Cody Miller. They got by him. TCB's hanging tough right here at 16th, but he started 7th. So if he's going to be aggressive, he better start getting aggressive. Lisenby in front of Femi Olat.
Yeah, Lisenby actually got a good run and was able to pull down in front of Justin Lisby. So now Justin Lisby is in command of the bottom lane. Caden Henry now leading the charge on that outside lane. And here is some green flag pit stops.
Oh yeah, here they go.
This is exactly like we saw in the first race, like around lap 10 or so. You see these drivers making these early green flag pit stops, maybe hoping for that caution. But now this will get them into that window to make it all the way to the checkered flag without running out of fuel.
Yes, sir. Very good, very good. Well, that put Justin Lisenby out front with Nathan Lewis, Daniel Falkingham. Let's see if these guys pull the same strategy. Now, they didn't last time, and the caution came out. And them leaders had to go to the back of the field. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So 10 laps are completed. They're on lap 11 right now. Let's see if anybody comes down this
Here
one.
they
Right here
come.
comes Nathan Lewis, Daniel Foggy. Yeah, we got a few
Yeah.
more. Justin Lisby come down. The only one that's left out there is Keen Jones and Ariati, but everybody else coming down pit road.
Yes, sir. Very good. Very good. Yeah, that puts Keaton Jones, Ariati into the lead. Scott Schuer third, and Bobby Cheney fourth. Now those guys are staying out.
Yeah, but what's going to hurt these guys, look at this. They're not working together. These
Yeah.
guys are kind of left out to dry. They got no drafting partner. That's going to really, and whenever they do make their pit stops and whatever how it's going to cycle out, if we don't get another caution, they're going to be in the worst spot than they are right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now Ari was up there in the first part of at duel number 1 and was looking for a win. And boy, with this strategy here, I don't know if this was a good call or not, but he's trying to reel in Keaton Jones right now. If the two get together, they'll be a lot faster working together. Scott Schuer and Bobby Cheney coming up behind him. Them four may start working together.
Yeah, you can see Keen Jones, the leader, he's actually lifting a little bit to try to let Ariati get to him, so that's a good call. You also got Scott Schuer and Bobby Cheney working together.
Yeah, and it won't be long, and they'll be right up on them here. They're about 2 seconds behind in closing. So once they get into that 1 second window, they'll be feeling the draft. They're 1.7. They are gaining 1.5, 1.3. It just keeps getting down there a little bit more. 1.1, and it would be very, very good for them front two to let these guys catch them and be a four-way battle up here, because they're going to be a lot faster, 4 of them, than 2 of them.
Oh, absolutely. You're absolutely right. I tell you what, leading that pack that did pit, well, actually, they're side by side here for fifth on back. Femi Olat is now leading that charge, leading that pack. There's Anthony Embry. Remember, he was there late in the race last race. Unfortunately, got caught up in a big wreck on the final lap. But, yeah, you got this pack that's already pitted. This is basically what would be the lead pack if the other 4 drivers do come down pit road.
Yep. Now, a couple of those guys have been to pit road, but that was under that caution on lap 4. So that's kind of putting them on the edge of the window. Now, Keaton Jones has not been to pit road, so he definitely has to stop. When that's going to be, I don't know. Maybe he'll try to partner up with Ari here and come in together, or maybe all 4 of these guys will come in together. I think it would be great for all 4 of them to stay together like this, because they're way faster than they would be separated.
Oh, for sure, right now. Well, last time at the line, Rudy, that top 5, Femi Olat, and that lead pack right there was 29 seconds back. How much distance did they catch to that top 4? We're about to find out when they cross the line here.
Well, they're reeling them in. They reeled off, took off about 2 seconds since they pitted.
29 seconds that last lap. That lap, Rudy, 27 seconds. So these guys are definitely going to catch this top 4 if these guys do stay out. But if a caution comes out, that's going to bunch everybody else back up. But I know these guys are going to be able to catch the top 4 before this race is all said and done.
Well, everybody was calling one of the favors to win here was Jared Darling. He started 5th. Oh, Femi down there in front of him. Oh my gosh, that was close.
My goodness.
I think that even scared Jared Darling a little bit right there. And if you notice, Caden Henry even backed out. He said, whoa, man, that was close. Malad to the lead. Well, not to the lead, but to 5th. The lead of that group, let me put it that way. And they're down to 25 seconds behind them.
Yeah, I mean, 2 seconds each lap. So I would say, Rudy, sometime in the next 12 or so laps, is when if they keep up this pace, gaining 2 seconds each lap, then in the next 12 to 13 laps, it's when they're going to catch that top 4 if those guys do not pit and if we don't get another caution.
And I think they're going to have to pit. I do believe so. Eric Hall trying to reprieve here from that. Boy, almost pulled out that win in duel number 1. Man, what? That was just absolutely crazy the way that all went down right there at the very end. But it was a good effort on Eric Hall's play, on his for him to do. So that was great. Working with James Simmons right now.
Well, look at this lead pack right here. Nate Stewart on the bottom, and look at Sean Williams up there on the outside lane. Sean Williams had a decent result in the last race either.
Sure did.
But look at that, Nate Stewart back there. Femi Olash dropped a little bit. Here comes Malad Radman shooting to the outside lane. And again, Rudy, they gained another 2 seconds that lap.
Down to 22 seconds. And if them guys pit, boy, they are going to be so far back, they're never going to be able to reel this pack in.
They better hope they save enough fuel.
Yep. Keaton Jones and Scott Schuer.
And in a way, Rudy, the top 4 right now, they're in a way kind of saving a little bit more fuel than you see this big pack, because as much as you get in a big pack like this, it's sucking up more fuel than you would be if you were all by yourself. So it's going to be close for the top 4, but I know this pack is going to catch them before it's all said and done if we don't get in their caution.
Well, it's going to be 20 to go this time by. 20 laps to go, and nobody's made a shot to come down pit road out of these front 4. And Sean Williams takes over the lead on this group. Daniel Falkingham on the outside. Malad Radman just pushing the daylights out of Sean Williams right now. This is the pack to watch right now in front 4. They're down to 19 seconds behind that front pack. Holy smokes.
Oh, Lisenby got shuffled up to the outside lane with no help. Even Terrell Baker, same thing.
Yep.
Just got shuffled up there.
Sure did.
That time, Rudy, 19 seconds back, and they're 2 seconds.
They get 18 and a half now. 18 and a half seconds behind them leaders.
Oh, man. I thought we were going to have a wreck right there. Look at Anthony Emery just threading the needle between Nate Stewart and Taylor Fry, and Malad Radman is now going to try to lead that pack. Not quite clear enough to clear Sean Williams. Sean Williams still fighting on the bottom lane.
Yep, Falkingham sitting in the middle here watching what's going on and just around him. You got cars to the right, cars to the left, cars in front, cars in back. That's crazy right there. Yeah.
Just in the box. And you know what? That's sometimes one of the worst scenarios you could be in. It's just in the box.
Femi Olash now back. He is on the high side. He may be looking to try to get this lead back, though. Now, this is not for the lead. This is for the lead of this pack. Because the leaders up here, Keaton Jones and Scott Schuer. Keaton has not been to pit road yet. Scott Schuer, he's been on pit road, but I don't know if he's got enough. He's got 16. You know, these guys are really close on laps right now. They've got 17 laps on fuel out there right now. So make that 18.
Yeah. So far, the top 4 is Keaton Jones, Scott Schuer, Ariati, and Bobby Chaney. This pack you're seeing here is the drivers that did already pit, and what would be the lead pack had those top 4 pitted. But look at Anthony Emery. Man, I tell you what, where is that bottom lane going? All of a sudden, they are dropping.
Yeah, they are.
That's probably one of the first times tonight I have seen that bottom lane just lose so much ground.
And look at Malad working up there on the high side with Femi Olash. Holy smokes, they're moving.
Yeah, you got Femi Olash and Malad Radman all the way upstairs with Anthony Emery and Eric Hall in the middle. Daniel Falkingham and Sean Williams are downstairs looking to get up to the front.
And they're good to go for the rest of the race now, so they don't have to worry about pitting. And they're down to 14 seconds behind them leaders.
They are catching them. And you know what? It's going to be in their 7 laps until they get to them, because it just,
Yep.
14 seconds back, gaining 2 seconds each lap. They're going to get there in like 7 laps.
Well, I'm looking at these guys running here. Falkingham's running about 196. Bobby Chaney just took over the lead here, and he is running about 194, 193. So they're running about maybe 2 mile an hour slower than that back group. Bobby Chaney is going to come around here and lead his first lap of the race.
I tell you what in the world happened to Malad Radman? He was up there racing for that front pack, and now all of a sudden he's in the back of that pack. He got shuffled out to dry up there on the very outside lane. Nobody went with him, and he's all the way back at the back of that pack now. He's still trying to get back up to the front. Look at him trying to squeeze in the middle. Whoa! Hold on, Malad.
Oh,
Hold on
man.
there, Malad.
Oh, he's going to go 3 wide.
Wow, what a run.
Boy, he shuffled Femi right out, didn't he?
He shuffled a few guys out of line.
Man. Tony Hillbrand's right there behind Femi. They need a little more help up there, but I think they're going to get it here in just a minute. I don't know. It looked to me like Spencer Owens was going to go to the high side, but okay, here we go. Jared Darling moving to the high side.
Look at this lead pack up here. Here comes Sean Williams getting a good, Anthony Emery getting a good push by Eric Hall. Remember, man, this is the same scenario Eric Hall was in the last race. But he's just trying to rebound after that unfortunate circumstances on the final lap and try to maybe still win the night. How about Terrell Baker in the picture? He's just watching this all unfold.
Yes, sir. And they are catching them. They're down to 12 seconds behind that front group. But now these guys have got more organized up here. They're not losing quite as much ground. But again, remind you folks, I think some of these guys right here in these front four are going to have to pit.
Yep.
Alan says, apparently I'm drunk. Okay.
Well, apparently he thought, he didn't know that top four was the lead cars.
Yep.
The entire time. He thought this giant pack was the lead pack.
Yeah, they're just racing. These guys pitted, and those front four have not. So let's see what's going to happen here. Boy, I'm going to tell you what, Eric Hall, I'm telling you, that guy right there is on a mission. I'm telling you, he is on a mission. He is not to be denied at least a better finish than he had last time.
He's definitely determined for sure. I mean, after what happened in race number one, he put that behind and he's ready for this race. And so far, he's doing a terrific job at it.
Yes, sir. Anthony Emery goes to the high side, leaving the bottom open for Daniel Falkingham. And Anthony Emery is going to pass Daniel for that lead. And Anthony leads that lap. That's the first lap of the race that he leads. Or didn't he get the lead? What? I thought he got the lead on that one. Well, he'll lead the next one maybe. And they're 9.8 seconds behind that front group. Man, they are coming like a freight train. How about TCB on the high side there, Joseph?
Yeah, look at that. Getting a good push from Femi Olak. Hayden Henry's also up there as well. They are 3 wide for that second position in that pack with Anthony Emery leading. You got Daniel Falkingham downstairs, Eric Hall in the middle, Terrell Baker upstairs. But here comes that run from Terrell Baker to the race lead. Not quite there yet. Daniel Falkingham is now all of a sudden dropping back just a little bit. But as they're heading into 12 laps to go, these guys are still catching. They're 8 seconds back now.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking this was the lead pack. It's not the lead pack. Bobby Cheney is now leading up here. And I'm not going to say 100% sure whether Bobby Cheney has pitted enough that he can make it the rest of the way. Ariotti was on pit road too. Those two may have something in store here. Now, Scott Schuer, he's been on pit road as well, but Keaton Jones, I'm telling you what, Keaton Jones is going to be running out of fuel here before long if he does not pit, because I have not showed him on pit road yet.
Well, I tell you what,
he may have been though.
Well, I tell you what, that top four, that's not the only thing that's concerning them. That pack behind them is the next thing they're also concerned about, because they know they're coming. We got 11 laps to go. You know they're going to catch them.
Oh, Falkingham!
Oh, man!
Falkingham, hold on to it. He holds on to it. Good job.
Anthony Emery kind of chopped him off just
a
little bit, and it almost turned him around and Falkingham. Look at what it did. 4 wide all of a sudden. Here comes the lad getting underneath Eric Hall.
Oh, man.
Lad now to the outside.
Lisenby going backwards. There's the big one.
Big smash him up in turn number 4. Up into the catch fences. Nate Stewart. He is upside down barrel rolling. Terrell Baker involved. Jared Darling involved.
Oh my
Anthony Emery also caught up into it.
Let's go back and see what happened here. I'm riding along with Anthony Emery. I think that was the car that started it, but I don't know exactly here what happened.
Nope, it was Eric Hall.
Was it Eric Hall?
Yep, it was.
Oh, no. Okay. Okay, he's riding in the middle right here. Malad Radman on the bottom. Eric Hall swings up wide. No, and Simmons touches that back bumper just wrong.
Yeah. You know what? To be honest with you, there was no room in there for James Simmons to go. He tried to thread the needle and just wasn't enough room. And unfortunately, he turned Eric Hall around.
Yeah.
And, man, you got to go back and look at Nate Stewart because he went for a ride. Justin Lisby was also involved in that wreck as well. I believe Aaron Smith was also involved in that.
Yeah, I'm right here with Eric Hall right now, and yeah, right there, Simmons gets into the back of him. Of course, that kicks Eric Hall down the track here, and he gets into Anthony Emery, and that's going to stack a bunch of them up here. Emery goes up high. We'll catch with Nate Stewart here in just a minute. Let me see if I can find him. You said Nate Stewart?
Yeah, Nate Stewart. Taylor Fry also got a piece of that as well.
Okay, I'm on board here with Nate Stewart. Oh my, yes. He is going airborne. Looks like Lisenby is going to punt him up into the air. Holy smokes. Oh, and it looks like Lisenby is going to get damaged from Anthony Emery. Ay. He's up on top of cars here and can't get off of them.
What a
Good.
ride.
Oh,
Nate
man.
Stewart.
I'm telling you, that was wild. That was pretty wild.
I mean, you know, it was coming down to closing laps. You know, it was time. The aggression is starting to rise, and you know, it was just one of those deals. You know, down to the final laps, time to go. But I mean, even though they had to work together to get up to that top four, they also had to make some moves back there as well, because you never know how it could play out.
Yep. Well, now this is bunched to field all up. Them guys that needed to pit finally got the pit, but boy, they're going to be back in the field a ways. Bobby Cheney, Ariotti, guys like that. Keaton Jones, he finally made his pit stop. But this kind of changed things up a little bit. How about we get a word with Scott Schuer?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me get him and talk to him real quick. We can find him. You got him?
Oh yeah, hold on one second.
Okay.
Where is he? Scott Schuer, where are you, buddy? I saw him earlier. I don't see him.
I don't see him in here now.
Wow, I thought I saw him in here earlier, but I guess he's not anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how about Malad? Let's talk to Malad.
Oh, absolutely. I got him.
Okay.
Malad Radman, you got a copy, bud?
Yep.
Second place right now, man. You just got away with that wreck happening behind you, but you've also been strong. You also got shuffled back at one point, and then you were just threading the needle in the middle, just shuffling the cars up high. How strong is that car, and how aggressive are you going to be in these final laps now?
Well, did you guys see what happened under caution?
I did not. What happened?
Femi wasn't paying attention and drove right into my rear end. So I have damage.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I have damage. Yeah, it was fun. I mean, that's what you have to do at these races, is just go through the middle three wide, and it's risky, but I pick and choose when to do it and the people to do it with. Like, let's say like Eric Hall, I'm not going to take him three wide because I feel like he'll come down on me. But if it's Jared or if it's Justin, I think guys I did it then, I'll do it because I know if they know I'm there, they'll give me the room. So it's fun, and it was fun while it lasted. I have a ton of rear end damage now because Femi wasn't paying attention. It's all good. I'm not mad. It's just a freak accident. So I'll see what the car has, but we're out of it. I'm probably going to fall to the back here.
Hey, tell us about the comment you made there about Joseph's commentary was yummy.
Yeah, because when I watched the end of the race on the thing, and Joseph, like, why I said it was yummy is because he remembered where Will was on the front. Yeah. He said from 10th to 1st, and I was like, that's impressive. It came off smoothly and everything. And
oh, yeah.
And it was some good commentary. And then you were, like, screaming, oh, my God! It mixes well. When someone is, like, when someone is narrating and then you have, like, the screamer, it just works. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you know, TCB isn't up here in the booth, so somebody's got to do it.
That's right.
So, well, Malad, Well, sorry about the damage. We had no idea that happened under caution. We're so focused on seeing where everybody's at and what happened in that wreck. Well, if hopefully you don't have too much damage enough where it sends you to the back, but maybe luck can still be on your side. Maybe some more wrecks will happen. You get through it. Maybe you'll still have a decent result. So good luck out there, man.
Yeah, that's what I want is a decent result. I'm okay with it. I have an awesome clickbait YouTube video now, so I'm okay with getting it under caution like that. I'm fine.
Awesome. Well, get that clickbait video up there very soon, and best of luck to you for the rest of the race.
See you guys.
Yes, sir. It's a shame Scott's not in TeamSpeak. Doggone it. I really kind of wanted to talk to him because, he's kind of a... I don't mean any disrespect by this whatsoever, but he didn't qualify here today. He's kind of an underdog.
He is.
Not, and I mean, for him to be in the position he's at right now, that's amazing. To come from 32nd.
You just got to put yourself in the right spot, and that's all
Yes.
that matters. He put himself in the right spot, but now the thing is, everybody else that stayed out came down pit road, but he was the only one that stayed out. Does he have enough fuel? I think this caution may help him save a little bit,
Yeah.
but you just never know. But look at who's in 5th. That's Eric Hall in 5th. He actually saved that car. and
Yeah.
kept it going. He's still in this, but I know he's got some rear end damage. Same as
So
James Simmons. He's got some
Yeah.
damage. So how will it affect their performance? We'll just have to see. But, oh, man, Rudy, it's Eric Hall is determined. He's not out of this yet. He wants to finish this race.
And those were the two that got together and pretty much brought out
Yeah.
that caution right there. So, and they're still up here in the front, man. That's what you call dedication and staying with it like that. That is awesome. Both of them guys, congratulations to them for staying with it here, man. That's pretty amazing. John
Well, us-
Williams, 6th
Yeah.
place.
6th place, doing a good job hanging in there.
Tony
Hilbert seventh.
Hilbrand, yeah.
How about Cody Lamas started 31st? He's up
Yeah.
to 9th. He's basically an underdog in this league. What does he
Yes.
have?
Hey, there's John Barry hanging out in 11th.
Yeah, remember he was involved in that lap 2 wreck,
Yeah.
and he didn't hit anything, and he was actually really a half a lap behind. He was I don't remember who he was riding around with, but I think it was Nathan Lewis, but he was like half a lap down, and this caution, he's all of a sudden back in the picture. What can he do? By the way, Lucas Smith, Nate Stewart, and Jared Darling pulled it behind the wall.
Yep. And Anthony Emery's still sitting on pit road, but I think he is officially out of the race. So,
Wow, look at this, Rudy. The sun is somewhat going down. Of course, they will finish this race before it actually gets started, but you can tell the lighting is starting to get dimmer here, which
Yep.
means you know how it usually goes when the lights come. Well, there's no lights here, but once the sun goes down, the action picks up.
that's right. And the track has cooled down to 86 degrees. So I think it was like 88 or something when they started. So it has dropped a couple of degrees here since it's clouded over. So that's pretty awesome. All right, pit stops are out of the way. Nobody's got a pit now. And we don't know about Schuer, whether he's going to be really close on fuel, or even Milad Radman, because, them guys up there, they stayed out. I don't know. We'll see how things go here. I think they're going to be all right.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really do. Yep.
Well,
all right, they should get the one to go right here.
and when they do get back to the restart, we're going to have a 5-lap show. Now, remember, there are 3 attempts at green, white, checkered, so it's not like we had in the past where if we had the caution with 5 or less laps to go, the race is over. We have 3 attempts to finish this race under green, so we still got that in play. We shall see if we get any of those, because in dual race number 1, we didn't have to use any green, white, checkers. We went the full 38 laps, no problem, and still had an amazing finish out of it. What are we going to see here? How aggressive will some of these guys be?
I don't think we're going to be that lucky this time, Joseph. I think the aggression level just went off the charts right now, because everybody out here in this front right now would love to grab as many points coming out of duel number 2 here. Some of them have decent finishes in duel number 1. Some of them did not have good finishes in duel number 1. So they're trying to make it up here in duel number 2. So this is going to be, I think aggression is going to be man, these guys are going to show more aggression than I think we've seen out of these guys in ever.
Well, I do want to thank you guys once again for those tuning in the chat, tuning into this race tonight. almost 200 viewers right now as I'm seeing you guys make this happen. You guys are the ones that comes here each and every week, and even other races that MaxSpeedTV provides. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. Make sure you click that like button to show your support. You guys are about to see a good show. You guys saw a good show. If you stuck around for duel race number 1, you guys saw a good race there. It's been a good race so far here in duel number 2, but the action is still just beginning, honestly, Rudy. Even though we've gone 33 laps, the action has not yet began. It will happen now. How about that? Make sure you guys, like I said, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. It means a lot to, obviously, to Rudy and everybody over at MaxSpeedTV. But Rudy, here we go.
I know it. Here we go, man. Get them going.
All right, Scott Schuer and Malad Radman will be on the front row when we get the green flag. 5 laps to go. Will we get to the white flag without another caution, or will we get another caution to set up a green-white checkered? The pace car is off. We're ready to go. 5 laps here to finish off this race. And Scott Schuer, wow, he's taking off early. The green flag is back in the air, and I'm not sure if you want to jump off to a lead like that, Rudy.
Yeah, that's not really that good of an idea, because these guys are going to gather you up here in just a minute. You see, they kind of shuffled Eric Hall out on the back there. He's hanging on in 4th. About to go to 5th here. Sean Williams is going to get by him. He's going to have to get down in line, or he's going to continue to drop.
Well, look
James Simmons.
Oh,
we got a wreck back there.
No, back there. Caution? No, I don't think so. Not yet.
It was Hunter Combs, no caution. Him and looked like Zachary DeMarche got together.
But look up front, Rudy. Malad Radman has taken.
They're wrecking.
Another big smash him up in turn number 4. Scott Schuer involved. Cody Lamas involved. Sean Williams gets out of that. Cody Miller gets a piece of it. James Simmons also involved. And we're under caution once again, and we are going to have our first attempt at a green-white checkered.
Well, I'm going to stay on Cody Lamas here, see what happened. Now, Cody Miller's right behind Cody Lamas.
Oh, we got started with James Simmons and Eric Hall again.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, let me get up here on them then. Okay, I'm up here on James Simmons, and it looks like maybe Eric Hall went, well, right here, it looks like, boy, I'll tell you, he's right there on, James Simmons is right on Eric Hall's bumper, and he saw it on it just one too many times, I think. He looked like he may, oh yeah, right there it is.
Right there.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and Scott Schuer hard into the outside wall. Cody Miller had nowhere to go. Look at Nathan Stewart just flying through that wreck, and he actually missed it. You see Caden Henry going all the way to the bottom, John Barry as well. But man, poor Eric Hall got turned twice by James Simmons. Cody Lamas involved. And man, Scott Schuer, who was the leader on that restart, gets a piece of it. That is just too bad.
Yes, sir. Very, very bad for these guys. Cody Miller, oh man, he's going to get tagged by Schuer. I think Cody Miller's day is probably just about done. I know Scott Schuer, he's probably toast now. I do not know if he'll ever get that car fixed up enough to get back up there. Oh, and James Simmons. James Simmons, man, that car is really tore up bad.
Man, I tell you what, Eric Hall got turned one time by James Simmons. I wonder how he's going to feel after getting turned the second time by James Simmons.
Man.
Those two are the ones that brought out a caution two times in a row. I'm not sure how Eric Hall is going to put up with that.
Wow.
Well, all of a sudden, Tony Hilbrand's in 4th, Nathan Lewis in 5th, John Barry is in 7th, all of a sudden, Bobby Chaney 8th. Then you got, we haven't even mentioned Spencer Owens, even in dual race number 1. He's rounding out the top 10.
Yeah, he's kept that car clean enough to be there. Ariati, him, Will Klein, the winner of the first duel. He's got himself in position here to win duel number 2.
Well, remember, at the final lap, he was running 10th, and he ended up winning that race.
Yes.
It was unbelievable. He's putting himself in a position to do that again. But here's the thing, Rudy. This is the first time at a green-white checker. We didn't have a green-white checker at all in the first race. This is going to be the first green-white checker all night long. will we be able to make it to the white flag this time around, or will we have another attempt at a green white checker? Remember, we're up to 3 attempts.
Yeah. And Will started in 23rd position, too. So, man, that says a lot about him. Spencer Owens, 26th. I think, was it Caden Henry? No, Caden Henry started 4th. He had a great qualifying time. Nathan Lewis, he started 8th. Tony Hilbrand started 18th. Sean Williams, 15th. Daniel Falkingham started 9th. And Malad Radman started 3rd. And he's leading the race. But he does have a little bit of damage on that car. He's got a little bit of damage.
Yeah. Let's get a word with Daniel Falkingham.
All right.
Daniel Falkingham, got a copy, bud?
10-4.
Well, here you are in the 6th spot. You crashed out of the race in dual race number 1. Here you are having a shot to win this one and gain some good, valuable points right now and rebound from race number 1. So how's the race overall for you, and what's your strategy in these final laps if we do happen to make it to the white flag?
Well, I will say it hasn't been boring, to say the least, but just 3, 4 wide, all that crazy stuff, and then we've already had 2 big wrecks. So, but yeah, the race has been it's been pretty good for me. We've stayed out of trouble. I decided to qualify because it was only 1 lap, and I think a lot of people got kind of screwed up on that. They didn't see it was only 1 lap, so I decided to qualify. So I'm going to put myself up front. But we didn't get a great lap, but I mean, I got on the right pit strategy with everyone else. Yeah, I just decided to pit with everyone else this time instead of just waiting out. I think that was a good call. So now we're up here toward the front, and I know Malad is destroyed a little bit. So hopefully we can get around him, and hopefully we can win this thing. But I mean, I love plate racing. I feel like I'm pretty good at it, but pretty hard to win these things.
Yeah, because you never know what's going to happen in any of these restricted play races. But right now, you're in a good position to try to go steal a win tonight. And we'll see, man. Well, best of luck to you. Maybe we can talk to you in victory lane afterwards. But see if you can get through these final laps.
Thank you, Joe.
Well, he could have a good point there with that little bit of damage that Malad's got. I really don't think that he's that much slower because he's been able to stay up here with these guys. Now, I mean, if Sean Williams can give him a good shove right there, they might be sitting pretty good.
I mean, Malad Radman was able to get up to the front on that after that restart when he got by Scott Schuer, so it seems like he's still got good pace on that car. Now, remember, Rudy, Malad Radman won the season opener at Daytona. He didn't win. He got involved in that last lap wreck in dual race number 1. What about this one? Can he steal in there? Can he get a second win of the season tonight here at Talladega?
That's right.
We'll have to find out. And remember, yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, and remember, in a few weeks, Rudy, we're going back to Daytona for night racing to start off the playoffs. We still got, we still got 3 more races after tonight before the playoffs. We got Las Vegas next week, Richmond in a couple weeks, and then Darlington to end off the regular season, and then we head to the night race at Daytona.
Oh, boy.
Still a few races left to go until we get to that point. Still a lot of points to be collected.
Well, we had 205 viewers there just a minute ago. I don't know where they all went, but 205 viewers. Thank you, everybody that have been tuning in here tonight. We can't thank you enough, Joseph and I. And please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the video. We'd appreciate that as well. So you can check out our full schedule at MaxSpeedTV.com and follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV.
Well, this would have been the white flag lap, but remember, it's extended to a green white checker, and looks like we got the one to go signal this time by, I would think.
Yep.
It looks like they're double filing now. So
yes, sir.
First attempt at a green white checker. We're ready to go, Rudy. And man, so far it's been a crazy race, but hopefully we can get to the white flag and see some good action in the final lap.
Well, to coin a phrase that a friend of mine used a long time ago, I paid for my whole seat, but I'm sitting on the edge of it right now because I do not know what's going to happen here. I don't think we've seen the last green-white checkered. I think we're going to see another one, but I may be wrong on that. You know, I hope I'm wrong for a lot of these guys' sake out here right now. You know, we've got 23 drivers left in this race after starting with 35. So a lot of guys are out of this race.
Well, Hunter Combs, Femi Olat, Cody Miller has pulled it behind the wall, same as James Simmons. Unfortunately, they will not finish off this race at all, but we still got 23 cars on the lead lap. That means a lot can happen. A lot of aggression can happen with that many cars on the lead lap.
It's a shame Eric Hall's back in the pack like that, but you know, I don't know if he's got. He doesn't seem to be too beat up that bad, so he may have a chance at this. You know, maybe at least to pick up a few more positions.
Yeah,
After with Cody Lamas.
Yeah, as far back as he is right now, he doesn't. Unless something happens, he doesn't have another shot to win this race. But hopefully, if anything happens in front of him, he can pull out hopefully a decent result.
All right, here we go, folks. Pace car heading in. The first green-white checkered attempt. Malad Radman and Daniel Falkingham on the front row. Falkingham thinking that Malad's got enough damage on the back of that he can get clear of him. Let's see what happens here. Tony Hilbrand's pushing Daniel, and Sean Williams pushing Malad Radman. All the way around the tri-oval here before they get the green flag. And the green flag's back in the air here. Talladega in the first green-white checkered attempt. Oh, Tony Hilbrands goes high. Oh, and look at him.
They're 4 wide up there.
Oh,
look at Tom Marcia with the run. Also, he's up to 4th.
You gotta be kidding me. 4 wide back here. Oh, I knew they would go 3, but I never expected 4.
Gotta go 4 now. Gotta give everything got. Well, down the back straightaway once again. Side by side for the race lead. Look at the outside lane gaining the advantage. Daniel Falkingham getting a good push from Sean Williams up on that outside. No, I'm sorry. That's actually Patrick Colby all of a sudden. Where did he come from? He's all of a sudden having a shot to win this race. Here they come off to number 4. Can they make it to the white flag? Daniel Falkingham to the race lead. Here comes Patrick Colby on the outside lane, getting a good push by Kanan Henry. Here we go. The white flag is in the air. Final lap here at Talladega Superspeedway. Side by side for the race lead. Falkingham downstairs. Colby upstairs. Malad Radman behind Falkingham. Kanan Henry behind Colby. Side by side, coming off turn number 2.
Oh, they get together!
They get turned around. Daniel Falkingham is gone, but behind them, Sean Williams is all of a sudden pulling away.
Oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to go back and show you that wreck, folks, because I don't know what's going to happen here. Sean's got the opportunity to pull out, and look who's right behind him.
Yeah, here we go.
Zoltan Herzog. Is he going to pull out? No!
As well.
Oh my gosh, bumping and banging.
3 wide
for the race. 4 wide. Oh my gosh.
Is he going to do it again?
Oh, he did. No, he got wrecked at the end.
Coming to the line. And
oh my
gosh. Tony gets the win.
Holy smokes.
Unbelievable.
Oh my gosh. I cannot believe that. We got to go back and look at that finish, folks. That was absolutely crazy finish.
What in the world just happened?
Tony Hilbrand sitting back here. A little push here from Nate. I think that's Nate Lewis, I think. And they're going 4 wide up in front. And he is following right behind these guys. A little contact here. Right there, looks like he may have got into. He did. He got into the back of Will Klein.
He did.
Oh my gosh! But at the line. Oh, is he going to get it? Yes, he's going to get it. Falkingham. I think Falkingham gets spun.
Yeah,
he does.
Got turned by Nathan Lewis there.
Yep. Oh my gosh! Do you believe it? And across the line goes Tony Hilbrands for the win, folks. Sideways.
Terrell Baker gets 2nd.
Oh my gosh, you believe this? Oh my gosh.
Gosh.
I can't.
We need to slow down. I'm so glad, honestly, we got another week until we catch our breath for the next race.
Can I breathe now?
You might as well try before we interview.
This was crazy. Tony Hilbrands is going to be so pumped up. He might not even be able to talk to us. I don't know.
I thought Will Klein was somehow going to pull off another 4 wide move for the win.
I know it.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, well, let's talk to Tony Hilbrands and see what he's got to say. Let me drag him down here real quick. Tony Hilbrands, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
Wow, man! Oh, what an exciting finish! You go across the finish line sideways there. Tell me about that last lap coming around there because you were mired back in about 5th or 6th.
Well, I restarted 4th. The tires spun on me, so I fell all the way back to 10th, and then I got back in line, and then I saw them wrecking, and I just wasn't gonna lift, and I just held the gas down the whole way around, and it just worked out for me there.
Can I say this? Can I say this real quick? Will Klein won the first race when he was running 10th on the final lap. Tony, you were 11th on the white flag lap, and you pulled off the win. So I guess just being outside the top 10 on the final lap is very beneficial when it comes to racing here at Talladega. But man, Tony, out of nowhere, you just show up and grab the win. Congratulations to you.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm just glad I had a race where I didn't get wrecked this season, and I ended up getting the win out of it. So I'm super excited.
Well,
No,
did we lose him?
I'm just super excited for the rest of the season here.
Man, I'm telling you, what a finish, Tony. That was amazing. Did you even expect for you to grab a win here today? Was you expecting this?
Well, at plate tracks, I can make my way to the front, so I knew I could get there. It's just usually I get hung out to dry, and I guess I just timed it right there on the last lap.
Wow, well, great job. Congratulations, brother. Who you got to thank for it?
Well, thank you guys for broadcasting, John for hosting the league, and just all of the fans for watching. I know they get crazy at times, but it's really fun racing here.
Oh, yeah, man. Well, you guys put on a great, amazing show here. Duel 1 was just absolutely off the charts, and Duel 2, I think, was just as high on the chart, man. That was amazing. Don't you agree, Joseph?
Oh, 100% agree. Both races were good tonight.
Man, you talk about an excitement level that was out of here, man. That was crazy. So, all right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but congratulations there, Tony. And we can't wait to see what you're coming back next week. I think you guys go to Las Vegas, which they say in these cup cars is just like driving at Dega.
Well, if it's hot, though, it's going to be really slick. So I'll be looking forward to that.
All right, very good. Well, congratulations again, Tony. Good job.
Thanks.
All right. Joseph, you got second place.
Yes, I got Terrell Baker in the second place. Terrell, you were in the top. You were 16th at the white flag. You finished second. How in the world did you do that, dude?
Joseph, I have
carefully.
No idea. It was literally the plate gods that were with me. That whole last lap, I never lifted. The car was destroyed after that huge crash. They wrecked on the back. I just saw Bobby Chaney go spinning in front of me and somebody else, and I never lifted. And
Guys, Rudy's coming down.
Okay, thank you, Daniel. Anyways, then I went into 3 and I got on Nathan.
Wait, I'm in the booth.
Yes, Daniel.
Oh.
Shut your pie hole, will you?
I'm trying to tell my freaking story.
Go on.
Oops.
You all right?
Yes, now I'm all right.
All right.
Then
Go on.
coming out of 4, they all wrecked, and I honestly, I was just saying to myself, I'm happy with a top 10, and and then I guess Tony was in front, and Will got turned, and everyone else died, and then I got wrecked, and I was like, whatever. And next thing I know, I'm freaking second. Like, how? I shouldn't have finished second. I should have been beyond the wall.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, you didn't finish too far behind Tony Hilbrands.
That's for sure. Yeah, I was that close, but oh well. I'm happy with it. I feel like I won.
Well, Terrell, good job on your second place tonight. You came out of nowhere to finish second. And I told Tony Hilbrands this too. I guess being outside the top 10 on the final lap is very beneficial because he was 11th at the white flag. Will Klein won the first race, crossing the line in 10th on the white flag. So you guys, it's just unbelievable, the racing we have seen tonight. You guys always put on a good show. But Terrell, is there anybody you got to thank for your second place tonight?
Oh God, as usual, my long list of people. First, I want to shout out my mom, my girl watching. I want to shout out Combat Beast. Actually, you know what? I want to give a shout out to Tony, even though in that big crash he punted me and got me into it. But I'm letting bygones be bygones because I mean you're lucky. I got second. All right, so I'm letting that go. You'll live another day, Tony.
I swear I did hit you, but if
Nah,
I did, I did.
nah, you hit me. You hit me. You hit me. But it's okay, I got second. So I'm happy with second. I got to thank everybody that worked so hard up north and Team TCB Motorsports, Hunter Combs, Daniel. I'm gonna name everybody, so we'll be here for a while.
No,
Cody,
no, we
Sean.
got no.
Who else? I don't even know who else is on my team. I said Daniel, Cody, Sean. I don't know. Everybody else on the team that I didn't mention. And what, 216 viewers or something like that, right?
Yeah, around there.
Yeah, so all 216 of you crazy Nork fans and MaxSpeedTV fans and iRacing fans and racing fans and fans that came out here and watched us. Well, the first race was good. Well, both races were actually pretty good. If I like to touch on both races, the first race was more well, this race was strategy too. They were both like the exact same, except we just had a green-white checkered and everyone died basically like 2 times. But I mean, other than that, they were pretty good Dega races, especially the first one where I led, and kind of dominated, not being biased or anything. But other than that, you guys came out for a great show, and I appreciate you guys all coming out and watching. And the guys at MaxSpeedTV do an amazing job every week, week in, week out. Rudy Cummins comes here and watches us race and wreck and tempers flare and
oh my god, you do realize we have lives, to do things.
Yeah, really. Can we get a yeehaw, Terrell, and move on here, buddy?
I'm emotional.
Apparently.
I got second, all right?
Well, let's get a yeehaw.
All right.
Yeah.
Can I get a MaxSpeedTV Dale Odega?
Yeah, I got P2.
All right, awesome. Well, hopefully Sienna can calm you down a little bit. If she's still watching this broadcast, Sienna, you need to make sure you calm this guy down a little bit, because I think he's the high level, so the energy is way up there. Needs to settle down a little bit, which I know will never happen. But Terrell Baker, congrats on second place tonight. Best of luck to you next week out in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Daniel Falkium, third place, man. You had a horrible result in the first race, but you come back strong in the second race and get a good finish out of it. And I think you're still close to that points lead there with Zoltan Herzog, because he finished 12th in this race. But tell us about your race overall.
It was crazy. I still have no idea how I finished P3. I have no idea where TCB came from, no idea where Tony Hillbrands came from. I really don't know where everybody came from, except I just saw probably 10 to 12 cars flying into my mirror behind me. So that was awesome. But yeah, I definitely need to work on my blocking. I feel like Martin Truex Jr. in some way, but I probably could have had that one if I actually blocked Will and he didn't come up the middle. But instead, I don't know what I was doing. I was turning the wheel way too much. I ended up somehow on the apron in the grass. So yeah, I definitely got to work on that. But honestly, I didn't care if I win this, because all these races are a lottery anyway. So but yeah, it always feels good to win plate races, but so these are just a toss-up and stuff. So I don't really care for these races, to be honest. But still, it was fun. But I mean, I love plate racing, but still, I mean, it's fun when you're doing them. But honestly, I still don't care for them. But overall, it was a good race. But I'll happily take the P3. At least I didn't get wrecked for once, so I'll definitely take that.
Well, you guys are going to Las Vegas next week, and that's kind of like pack racing with these cars over there. What's your expectations over there?
Hopefully not crash.
That's some good expectations.
No. But honestly, I look forward to having a good race there. I know we were over there in Laura. I had a pretty good run over there too, so I feel good about my chances. Even though Las Vegas, no matter what I run there at Las Vegas, that's probably my worst mile and a half. I have absolutely no idea why. But yeah, I think we'll come out strong next week, and hopefully we can knock out these next few races, and hopefully get a regular season championship. So that'd be nice to get those extra bonus points for the playoffs.
All right. Well, Daniel Falkium, anybody you got to thank for your third place tonight?
I got to thank you guys for putting on the broadcast as always. Thank you to Revan, who puts on the league as always each and every week. Also, congrats to Tony. I have no idea where he came from. Congrats to him. I think that's his first ever win, so shout out to him. Also, shout out to Team TCB bringing exceptional cars to the racetrack each and every week. I mean, we're always a beast on the plate tracks. That's a given. Also, got to thank what else am I forgetting? Oh, also, so I heard this correctly. We had over 200 viewers.
Oh, it was amazing.
217. 217.
Yep. Wow. I'm blown away, honestly. I mean, usually Nord doesn't. I mean, we get some pretty good viewers most time, like probably like 50 to 60 to 80. But I mean, when you get these plate races and stuff, these big races, you bring out a lot of viewership, and plus you got a lot of fan favorites. You know, with Malad, Sean, TCB, and even myself too. Yes, I am calling myself a fan favorite. Okay, but yeah, I mean, just
Wow.
the viewership and all the fans that just come out and watch us each every week, all the support they give us, that makes us want to race every Tuesday night.
Wow.
All right, well, Daniel, good job on third place tonight. Best of luck to you next week out in at Las Vegas.
See you.
All right, let's run down through the final results of duel number 2 here. We didn't get to do that in duel number 1 because we barely had enough time to get to duel number 2. But Tony Hillbrands comes out with the win. Terrell Baker second. Daniel Falkingham third. Elijah Gracia 12 1,000ths of a second from getting that third place away from Daniel. That's amazing. Nathan Lewis in fifth. Cody Lamas in sixth. Justin Lisenby seventh. Bobby Cheney eighth. Taylor Fry in ninth, and Sean Williams rounds out the top 10. Joseph?
Tom Mercier will finish 11th. Zoltan Herzeg in 12th. Keen Jones 13th. James Colabali 14th. Caden Henry rounds out the top 15. Eric Hall 16th. John Berry 17th. Malad Radman will end up 18th. Spencer Owens 19th. And Ariotti will round out the top 20.
All right, Patrick Colby there was battling for the win at the very end, but finishes 21st. Aaron Smith 22nd. Will Klein, what a tough break for him. I think he was coming up through there to try to grab dual win number 2, but didn't quite make it to the line in time. But he will finish back in 23rd. Femi Olat 24th. Cody Miller 25th. James Simmons will finish 26th. Hunter Combs 27th. Scott Schuer 28th. Zachary DeMarche, 29th, and Jared Darling, 30th. Joseph?
Anthony Emery will finish 31st. Nate Stewart, who went up in the catch fence late in the race, will end up 32nd. Lucas Smith, 33rd. Tommy Gossett, 34th. And Scott Ramler will round out the field in 35th.
Yeah, that was a tough break for Scott, man. I'll tell you. Well, what did you think of tonight's race, sir, Joseph? I want to hear your point of view on this.
I just need to take a breather. I just need to settle down for the rest of the night and just relax. And hopefully I will be relaxed by the time we head into next week's race at Las Vegas. Because, man, tonight, 2 races here at Talladega tonight. 2 exciting finishes. It definitely raised our throats up high. I got to chill my voice up, too, because I thought I lost my voice on that final lap. And what's funny, Rudy, I'm not sure if you caught this, but, my mic cut out halfway through that final lap and stuff. It took me a little while to start talking again. I mean, when the big wreck happened off turn number 2, my mic cut out, and then I didn't get my mic back going until they were in turn number 4, but I was still able to announce the finish. Man, that's how exciting this race was. So, Rudy, we just got to settle down. I hope you guys just enjoy this race tonight because, I think this was one of the best Talladega races we've ever watched. But I'm ready for next week, Rudy, at Las Vegas where we head to the desert. It should be a good race out there.
Yes, sir. All right, folks. Well, thanks for watching tonight. Until next time, stay safe. Have a good night.